Fun to say.
You only can get another weapon if
it's as hard to pronounce
All right. Oh, so some inside jokes. If we start talking out of D&D talk, our code word is Wolverine to get us back on track. So
45 minutes.
Okay.
yeah. So if we're not talking about D&D, we yell Wolverine.
Wait, what are these for?
These are for if we metagame, which is basically like. Can you explain metagaming?
So so this is the way it works. We're playing a role-play heavy campaign. So anything you do at the table, anything you say at the table, unless you specify it's out of character, I'm going to hold you to it for your character.
Okay.
So metagaming is if, let's say you're fighting a red dragon,
Okay.
and your characters have no idea what a red dragon's resistances are or what they can do. But you as a player know. So you start spouting off, well, red dragon this and red dragon that, that's metagaming. Because your character doesn't know that.
Essentially, if you start talking out
That's
of
metagaming.
Okay.
Yeah, like
So we have the course. If you start talking and you're saying some real life shit, I'm gonna hold you to it as your character. And then you're gonna be like, oh fuck, I didn't really want to do that, but I said it, so I'm stuck.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's that's what the metagaming is.
I'm also working on, I mean, obviously we're still noobs, so we're learning how to do this, but I think I'm probably one of the worst at helping the other people, like, oh, this is your AC, like, you should do this, so that's me metagaming.
I'll probably take that spot for you.
So
Did you delete everybody else's character sheets?
No.
You should probably do that. And then you'll stop trying to help people and have everybody's
and
character
that's
sheets.
one thing I did want to address tonight.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that you do that and you want to help. Stop.
I know, I'm trying. So
Let people fail on their own.
Everybody needs to learn to manipulate their characters.
Yeah, we gotta learn our stats.
You don't have to use D&D Beyond. If you want to print out and do a physical character sheet that works for you,
nice.
do it.
It's
But
okay.
you need to know how to manipulate your own character sheet. You need to know what your attacks are, what your bonuses are, what your skills are.
Obviously, you're gonna be learning,
I
and
was
we're
also
still
looking at
learning.
about
So, like, we ask
for
questions
no
like,
fucking
what do I
reason,
roll,
novelty
or
to
like,
buy
how do I
the
add this? You can
deck of
ask
spell
questions.
And
for a ranger.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
it seems
Part of that is
spell cards.
At this
I
point,
really
it's just a
preferred if you
novelty.
directed at me, so we don't have 3 or 4 people trying to
Any
talk
of these go up?
at the same time.
Not until you reach level
Let's
4,
keep
I
it
think.
simple.
Yeah. Yeah. Your
Also,
modifiers. Your
I
modifiers. Your
have
scores don't
thrown
bump up
this
for a little
at
bit.
him for giving the DM terrible ideas. Like
Okay.
when we had wolves attacking us,
Don't do
and
that.
this fucker said dire wolves, and he turned them into dire wolves.
Don't do that. That was fun.
That was fun.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't fun. We almost all died.
Hey. All right. Recap time.
Recap time. Okay. So, session 3 recap. So, Doug called my first roll a nat 1, and I rolled a nat 1. Just thought I'd point that out. Don't call him.
That's nothing to do with it.
I know, but it jinxed it. We crossed the Bridge of Fortunes with a scrawny troll under the bridge, and Silver is not the same when he's hungry.
No.
Did anybody read that, by the way? The Billy Goes Gruff? Did
I know
anybody
about it.
read
Oh, I
that?
know that story. I
Oh,
just
wow.
didn't
Yeah.
realize it was a...
There were people that didn't know it. I didn't understand why nobody knew that.
Well, I didn't at first. I just didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
but-
recap. So there was a gentleman who came to our camp named Einrich. He showed up, but Silver sent him away because he had hella swords and he was big, and he was like, eh.
It wasn't that big. but-
He looked big.
He had like 4 swords.
Right.
So, an ephemeral being that we may or may not ever see again. Silver chatted with Kitril about staying because Viridian is rad. We met 4 half-elf rangers.
This recap isn't biased at all.
She's
work-
recapping.
Yeah, that work for the mayor of Fairgard, Bjarn, Yorn, Tempos, and Fernal. By the way, fuck Fernal. Fernal ran away during a fight. What a
They
bitch.
all ran away.
Well, so they told us about the werewolf shenanigans in the forest and how the elves are blaming the humans because the elves think they're immune to lycanthropy, which may or may not be true. We don't know, but we kind of think that the elves are full of shit because they're all snootier than that. Tempos was not into Viridian or Silver, and they did let us know that the area on the west side of the forest,
You're the
closest to Freya's teats, these hills over here. This is the least patrolled area of the Elven forest. Don't let me name stuff, is what they said, but I think I should name all the stuff.
I think personally.
So we learned that that's the least patrolled area of the Elven forest, and then those half-elves left us, and we only noticed that they left because Silver and Viridian were talking about how Tempos didn't like either of us, and then we looked around and we were like, what the fuck, and they just left us. They fought with us for a little bit, but then they left. And then we made it to Fairguard, finally. Viridian performed well at the Weary Traveler, got us a free room, and Vadimir bought Viridian a drink, and she shared her tragic backstory, and Viridian, Silver, and Vadimir all shook on, we decided to help each other on our missions of kicking some necromancer ass and finding these bandits and stabbing them in the face. Kitril told Silver that he's probably going to help Viridian with these bandits. Probably.
Infection.
Kit stayed down there, and thank you, Kit, for giving Viridian a health potion. That was very nice. And yeah, so we are now asleep at the Weary Traveler, and we're about to have our long rest and wake up and start a new day, and we're hoping to find out some info about the necromancy shit going on in the forest.
Maybe get a job.
Yeah, maybe we're gonna go around town and ask some questions and see what we can do.
All right, so Kitril, you have that small list I sent you.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, considering your time in the swamps, that plays straight into your alchemy thing. So you know a little bit of herbalism and alchemy right off the bat.
Okay.
That's something we should have had set up right from the get-go. It just took you a minute to do it.
No worries. Oh, hush.
Vadimir, keep in mind again your backstory with the for harvesting furs and leathers and whatnot.
Upgrade.
Yeah, let's not forget about that going forward. And yeah, so you guys made it to the tavern. You took the night. You rested.
I feel kind of funny. Maybe like I leveled up or something.
Yeah. You know, we had
Just wake up and
a rough few days, you know? I think we went through a lot. Waking up?
Not that much.
No. I'm gonna go get some food.
Hey.
Good morning.
I'm gonna head downstairs to the bar and ask, well, I don't know, does Ralph work all the time?
24/7.
Pretty fucking much.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Ralph if they have bacon.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Bacon?
We got bacon at this place?
Oh,
I still got a rabbit. I'm gonna eat my rabbit.
raw?
Remember? Actually, I cooked it up a little bit, so it was like more like
Okay.
rabbit jerky.
Okay. Vadimir, what are you doing, bud?
I'm getting ready to go to breakfast too.
Okay. So you have a picture of the
I do.
tavern?
I
Since we are going to spend a moment in the tavern, let's go ahead and draw
Oh,
back out.
dang it. Yeah, I have it on the phone. Let me get it done here. So,
Just drop the bar.
Rabbit jerky.
I had a question for the DM.
Yes.
Since bards perform well, they get free room and board.
Yep.
So, do I get my breakfast for free, or do I have to?
What was your performance score?
I had a 18.
Yeah, you got your
Dope.
breakfast is free. Yeah.
Free bacon. Okay, it's kind of hard to see.
Squeeze spine here. Oh, it is tough to see. I'm not even gonna worry about it.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be here for long.
Here, I'll just draw the bar top.
I'm downstairs.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, Kitril stayed downstairs. I don't know if I mentioned that.
You all can share one big bed.
I had a bed of myself. I earned it.
Okay, so it's early morning.
Plop down right
Oh,
there.
I have to decide what I want to do.
No, I
Oh,
was
you're
just
not
saying
in
you're
it.
pink.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
You guys are at the Weary Traveler?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Ralph. So Ralph is behind the bar.
bacon and an ale.
It's early morning, but it's not so early that people are there. Everybody's kind of out working right now. So you got the place to yourself more or less right now.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
So I'm gonna ask Ralph, as I saw in the distance as we came in, I saw the market.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna ask what kind of stores or stalls or what they have for sale in the market, what we might be able to acquire while we're in Fairguard.
Okay, in the market, so there's a weaver, which is, cloth.
Right, man.
There's a herbalist, there's a leather worker, there's like a pawn broker, to like buy and sell crap
Okay.
that nobody wants. There's also she calls herself a banker, but Ralph kind of gives you the idea she's more of a loan shark
Okay.
type of situation. Then you have the blacksmith there as well, and you also have
Right.
the general goods store.
Okay. So I have weaver, herbalist, a pawn shop, a banker, and what else? I'm sorry.
A leather
Oh.
worker.
Leather. Gotcha.
Cool.
And then a random.
It could be an extension of the general goods. I just wanted that way we can remember. Okay.
I'm gonna ask Ralph. Hey Ralph, do you know where a group of travelers can find some work in this town?
Yeah, absolutely. If you go to the market, there's they have a board for for like general jobs, kind of like a bounty board.
Yeah.
Craigslist.
Who's Craig? There's no Craig.
Craig's board.
Ralph's board.
Yeah.
You could also talk to the council. They might have, depending on what's going on in the area, they might have some more specialized jobs.
Think so.
I'm sorry.
It's so much more pleasant in the morning.
What was
I don't remember what he was like. I honestly don't.
He was a dick. He kept overcharging you for
He
whiskey.
hated silver.
Oh, well, I wish somebody had told me that. Yeah.
What
Apparently he feels a lot better this morning.
What was Gillen's Glory again?
That's a tavern.
That's a
So
tavern.
every gate has a tavern
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
coming in.
Okay. Right, the weary-er traveler. Okay, well, then I'm gonna finish my breakfast, and I don't know about you guys.
So you got bacon and an ale. That's gonna be a
Bacon.
silver.
1 silver. Okay, that's easy. And then I'm going to.
So if everybody just did the basic
head to
bacon and ale breakfast, except for Birdie, and that's a silver.
And me.
Oh yeah, 'cause you ate your rabbit, so
I ate
yeah,
my
you're
rabbit.
good.
Rabbit.
I'm gonna head to the market, see what's going on, see if we can find a way to earn some coins, see what they might have for sale for the teeny bit of coin that I got.
Okay.
Charge me the same. Did you?
Yeah, I already did.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna. Kitrell, did you already come up to the bar? You already came up to the bar? Okay.
Yeah.
So.
You guys are sitting next to each other. You're always hanging out together.
I know. I'm just making
What
sure.
about hanging out?
It's all hanging out in here.
Well-
I'm still befuddled by our conversation last night because I got nothing out of Kitrell,
No.
even with a 17 insight.
Well, guys, let's go to the market and maybe look at that board and see if we can ask some questions around town.
See if anybody knows what if anybody else knows what's going on in the forest outside
Yeah.
of what the elves and the rangers told us.
And if we don't find anything good here, we know we could always go around the edge of the forest by Freya's teats and maybe
Yeah,
sneak
sure.
in. It's probably still going to be dangerous,
Probably
but
like a week's journey.
yeah. Let's stick around here for a minute, get some stuff done.
Are there any guard or royal police force or anything around? Like what kind of?
So there's like a basic. So every gate has a guard post.
Right.
There's a basic, kind of city watch.
Okay. So there's not like a,
They're official. They're a
Okay.
police force, but it's not like a huge, massive force.
and actually,
Right.
sorry, this is a question for the DM because of where we are. Is this part of like a specific kingdom that
Yes.
would have a king's guard
So,
as well?
well, Alfost is the the capital.
That's the capital. That's just south of here, right? Okay.
So Fairguard, every town is, for their city watch, every town is responsible for their own.
Okay. So there's
They
not like
don't
a,
send the
there's not like
army
an
out,
overarching
no.
Crown's Guard.
No,
or
they're
anything
all
like that.
responsible for their own watch.
Okay. Okay. That's good to know.
So, there's like a king in our bus.
Maybe.
Ooh, cool.
Is there a brute squad?
The thing.
He is the brute squad.
Alright, well,
All right. Well,
I'm done eating. Let's head out.
Kid will just roll his eyes and says, whatever.
I just sort of pat you on the back. Like, come on, kid, let's go.
Yeah, I guess first place I'm gonna head is probably that job board because I'm a little strapped for cash.
Money means too much to you.
I'll go with you, that's what we were here for.
Right. Well, I mean, you need money to buy things, Gabriel.
You have things.
I need more things. I don't have a flask.
That is important. Oh, I forgot to ask Ralph. We haven't left it yet. We
No,
were
you
just
guys
getting
are prepping to leave.
out. Ralph, do you know if there's any bookstores in town? Or libraries? I just got a book I want to trade in.
You could try possibly the herbalist. This isn't a super literate
Yeah.
society.
Are you done with your...
I just want a new smutty
I was
novel.
gonna say, are you done with your lesbian
Well,
smut? I might want to.
do you wanna borrow
I might
it?
want to borrow it. Yeah.
I'll let you borrow it. I'll get a new one.
So you could try the herbalist.
That was in character.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely.
Or you could try the general goods store, I reckon. But the herbalist is the only one that really, she writes a lot of her shit down.
Okay.
You know, like bliss, like, you know, alchemical ingredients and that kind of
Those
stuff.
ones could be useful.
Or
Probably
you could
less
try the
fun.
general goods store.
Less fun.
God, or you could try the
Good
pawnbroker,
for-
really.
Yeah.
She might have, who knows.
Thank you, Ralph.
Fun.
If I come back, could I work here tonight, or you guys need another bard for the evening?
Depends.
Open to it.
You
All
never
right,
know.
you may come back.
We get a lot of really skilled bards through here.
Yeah.
A lot of.
Well,
really-
last week you
last
said,
week-
I
yeah,
don't-
you
you didn't
said that
say
they
that.
hadn't had bards in a long time. That's why I got the advantage.
You get the
on it.
feeling Ralph's kind of a wishy-washy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or very.
Oh, so he's trying to.
Kind of
Okay,
wishy-washy,
okay.
yeah.
I get it.
We'll get it back tonight.
Question to the
Second,
DM.
lover.
Yes.
Do I already know about the Wearier Traveler? Do I know that exists yet?
So-
because I was going to ask Ralph about it.
I would say, realistically, Vadimir and Viridian would have the most knowledge of this
I
town.
think we did talk about it last week.
Because he came through
Yeah, you
on
knew
his
and you
initial
told
travel.
us. So
You
I'm
did
just
bounce
going to
around
ask
because you were
Ralph.
near there.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Ralph,
hung out with Ciara, remember?
at the.
You got chlamydia.
You
I don't remember that. You had
You
chlamydia?
gave my prostitute a name, Ciara.
Yeah, but wasn't
That
there
was
also
over at the
Oh,
Wicked
that's
Rest.
why I made that note next to that. Okay. I made a note, I can't remember why. Gotcha.
Yeah, he spent some time at the Wicked Rest.
You said there was a
Gotcha.
house of ill repute here. I was like, well, he must have stopped there first.
You're a terrible Paladin.
His morals.
Now
He's got his own set of morals. Yeah.
killed them? Killed them all.
But
So-
it's
Rob them!
it-
Loot their bodies!
It rolls better off the tongue, doesn't it? Paladin.
It does.
It really does.
Ralph, I'm just
Yes.
a little curious. What's the story about the Wearier Traveler? Are you guys buds?
That fucking bitch.
Oh, okay. What's the dirt?
So I started, well, I didn't start. It wasn't me. My father started the Weary Traveler many, many years ago. And we weren't the first tavern, or the first inn in town. But we were, for the longest time, one of the most reputed. And this bitch, what's her name? Ragla. Ragla, R-A-G-L-A. Yeah, she came in and she set up shop. And at first it wasn't that bad. It was just friendly competition.
Yeah.
But then she started a whole smear campaign against the Weary Traveler. She started trying to get business to her in. And then she named her tavern after mine, as you could tell, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't go there.
I won't.
She's a fucking cunt. Nobody likes dealing with this one.
Sounds like
Still
it.
sounds hot.
Don't stay away. He's a bad person. Very bad person. And he's very angry.
Yeah.
He's very upset now. Yeah. Yeah. Don't go there.
Well, we definitely like it here. So we'll be back soon. Thanks for all the info, Ralph.
Yeah, I'm
My
gonna,
pleasure.
at that point, I'm gonna get up and start heading to
Yeah.
the market.
We're leaving.
Okay.
Have a good day, Ralph. What's that?
Razor.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I got to leave.
Kit, really, you coming?
Yeah, whatever.
Alright.
Alright.
So we're...
I said, I'm gonna
So just so
head
you know, I'm not ignoring you. I'm waiting to
to tie you
get you
into
into
the
Yeah.
the story. Yeah.
On the way to the market, I'm gonna catch the blacksmith and just kind of. I'm gonna pop in there real quick.
Okay.
I know it's probably a long shot,
Okay.
but I'm gonna see how much if he has or it could make me
She.
a flask. Sorry, she.
She.
Yeah.
If
is her
she
name.
has or could
Enlightened
make
now.
me a flask.
Okay. What type of material do you want it made out
Forward
of?
thinking.
Something simple. It's just gonna hold liquor.
Okay. So it's gonna have to be, realistically, because they don't have stainless steel yet.
Right.
So it's gonna have to be like ceramically glazed on the inside,
Right. Yeah.
or leather. Leather will rot. Well, it's up to you, really. I mean,
Ceramic is fine.
yeah, okay. So 16 ounces, I assume.
Something, yeah.
Standard.
Quick,
standard.
easy, hold a decent amount of whiskey.
Okay. That's simple enough. That's actually pretty. Actually, roll a d20 real quick.
D20. That's not good.
We're a bunch of degenerates.
4.
4.
Yes.
So she does not have one available.
Okay.
She's gonna actually have her apprentice work on this,
Shit.
and it's gonna cost you 3 silver, 5 copper for the
Oh,
for
that's
the
easy.
flask.
That's easy enough. I'll do that.
Okay.
How long is that going to take?
She looks over at her apprentice and she looks back at you and she's like, ah. Her apprentice is like this skinny little 12-year-old kid.
I'll tell you what. I'll pay when I pick it up.
Okay.
I'll come
That's
back.
fair enough.
I'll come back in a little. In a
Fair
day or so.
enough.
And then I'm gonna. I don't know if you guys want anything from the blacksmith. Or, well, you know what? Do you have any? What's a decent, not high end, but a decent short sword gonna run?
A decent short sword
Decent short sword.
is gonna run you. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Giving it money, Yakoa.
Why? Sick of saying it?
Maybe.
Remind me what the ukulele looks like.
It's a spear, but with a short staff.
So it's like a 3-foot spear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just wants a finesse weapon.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you
Yeah,
use
that-
it as a finesse weapon.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if you want.
If you'll allow that. Then
Yeah, I'll allow
probably
that.
keep
But yeah.
it. Future reference. What
So
would that
for a
cost?
decent short sword, it's gonna cost you about 7 gold.
Okay, future reference. All right, I'll stick with the Yakoa for now.
How much? 70?
7.
7 gold.
So I'll let you use it as a finesse because that makes sense to me.
Right.
It should be. It's a short,
It's a short
stabby
little.
spear.
I think probably because. Sorry, real quick. I think probably because it's a simple throne. It has
Yeah.
throne property. Is probably why it's not finesse.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that, but
would
they did.
classify it as not finesse is because it has the throne property.
So
instead,
so
but
that's enough of that conversation. It's
Yeah.
a finesse.
Wolverine.
Anybody else need anything at the blacksmith?
Or did you guys follow him, or did you guys go off on your own path?
Yeah, I veered off real quick when I saw it on the way to the market.
I'm following her wherever she goes. I'll go.
I'm trying to keep the group together, so I'm just following.
Well, I'm telling you, nobody else needs a blacksmith or a flask.
Well,
I'll
let's.
just hang around until we get to the
Yeah,
job
let's-
board.
let's
That's what
go
I
to the
want
board.
All right, let's go
Let's
to the
go to
board.
the board.
Let's go to the board.
Let's put the board over there.
Okay. So
Checking the board.
what type of work are you guys looking for? Is anything in particular, or
We've
just
all
whatever's
got-
there?
We've all got different skill sets, so I mean, she can
Yeah,
look for
I
some
can-
entertainment type work. If
I can work at the
as much as I
inns,
don't
can
want to go to
do-
the goddamn forest, that's pretty much what I've been doing. So if there's any ranging needs,
Failed at?
what's that?
If there's any arranging that needs failed at?
Yeah,
You're on it.
I am.
We're kind
For
of
2 gold a
open
day.
to jobs, so we're just
Okay.
kind of a motley
Okay, so as you
crew.
guys approach, well, that's a good question, so I'm just gonna throw a number out there. You see this about 7 foot tall figure standing in front of the outboard.
Okay, facing it or
Facing
us?
the board,
Okay.
large cloak thrown over, kind of bulky, kind of covered up. That's where Bob is going to come in. So you're looking at the board.
7 foot
So
tall.
yeah, she's 7 foot tall.
Big fucking. Sorry.
Lizards are huge, man.
Lizards
Sorry,
Lizards
I-
are huge.
Okay.
What I did was
didn't know that
tell
part
the
yet.
lizard.
I didn't know that part yet.
Not from behind. It's just because
You just see a big
He's
fucking
heavily,
cloak.
or he, I'm sorry, he is heavily
Yeah,
cloaked.
I'm a guy, by the way.
Oh shit.
Heavily cloaked.
Alright.
Just see a big fucking cloak
I
blocking
can
the whole
smell
goddamn board.
her.
Him.
Him.
You could, possibly, make a perception check. Or investigation, whichever's higher. You can use either.
Investigation is +0 as well, so. 5.
5? You have no
My
clue.
awareness is sucky. Especially since I don't like lizard folk.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, you don't?
Okay.
We don't
I
know
see
this
how
yet.
it is.
They want to be dragonborn.
Okay, so I'm assuming this large figure, cloaked figure, is blocking our view of the board.
Oh, and you see that he has 3 swords.
Oh, great.
I'm just fucking with you.
I'm gonna walk,
I'm just fucking with you.
Fuck it, we're not working today.
I'm gonna walk right up to this big person
Okay.
and look at the board and look over and say, hi.
And then I decide what I do.
Yeah.
I
so-
give you like, I'm like looking down, but I give you kind of like a slight head nod. You
Like-
know,
like
like I'm
the-
acknowledging you,
like
like
the-
hi,
like the
but like
what's
I'm
up?
hiding my identity.
Okay.
Looking for work?
So what's your passive perception?
My passive perception just changed, actually. My passive perception is 13.
Okay, so roll a deception check because you're trying to hide
Which
your
one?
identity. So D20.
D20 is what you roll for almost
Okay.
everything.
So go ahead and roll the 20. So you
Okay,
have 9.
9.
So now you look at
Hey,
your
Phoebe's first.
deception is +4. That's a 13 total.
So we matched.
So that meets, so she wins. Because you didn't roll, it was your
It was
passive.
It was passive.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So you beat hers.
So I
Okay,
didn't
so they
take
don't
it.
know I'm a
You have
lizard
no
yet.
clue yet.
No, even though I'm like super tall and lanky.
I have my suspicions.
Could be half giant. I don't know.
Well,
Okay.
are you looking for work?
I suppose.
Well, let's check. We've got a group. We're looking for stuff. If they've got any dangerous stuff, we could always use more people going in that stupid forest. Have you been up there yet?
How have I been up there yet?
Seriously?
I don't know, where did
Recruiting
I come
another
from?
ragamuffin?
So you came from the
You're
east.
the one that's always hanging.
Where's the
one of
where's
the
the
six.
forest?
So we have a map. You want to show her the map real quick? Where we're at.
Okay, so,
So-
is it just
You're in
kind of like
Fairguard.
So what I'm doing is I'm gonna have you come in from this direction.
okay,
So you would have traveled through. I'm gonna say you have not been in the forest.
okay. So no, I haven't been in the forest.
So I'm gonna walk up to Reddy in here and like try to take her aside for a second and just say, really? We're gonna try to recruit another ragamuffin here?
Muffin? Oh my gosh.
Well, you know, we had a shit time in that forest.
That's why we're in
And if we're
town.
gonna be going back there, I mean, okay, I'm sorry. I just
Right, I just, you know, you can't just walk up to every person and as soon as you meet them, say, "Hey, do you wanna fight?"
why not?
Wolves?
Why not?
That's not normally how that works. The only reason it
I
worked
guess
with
I
this
guess
group
we
is
do
because
things a
y'all paid me.
little we do things a little differently in the circus. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just friendly.
I'm just saying. That's how you get yourself killed.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this.
It's a big
I'm,
dude.
I'm fine with meeting
It's a
you.
big
I'm fine with
dude.
meeting
You guys are big dudes.
How tall are you
And that
guys?
is bigger than me.
Are you guys
Anyway.
not my tall, lanky, 7-footness?
No, I'm half human, so I'm like normal height.
Can Bob hear us?
Yeah.
You know, you guys are standing,
Sorry,
you know,
sorry,
like right
I'm
by
trying-
me. I can hear
No,
you
no, he
guys.
pulled her off to the side. We were being stealthy.
I'm absolutely not being stealthy.
Oh, never mind.
He didn't pull it. He walked right up and just said it.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
well.
standing right next
Well,
to
he
this guy.
did say he pulled me
Sorry,
aside.
sorry. No offense. No
Fair
offense.
Well, nobody said you were being
Thanks.
quiet, so he
That's fair.
yeah.
Well, let's take a look at the board then. I'm sorry about my friends. They don't hang out with people a lot.
That's correct.
That's fair.
Okay, so my reply would be, because you said people, I'm not a people, 'cause I'm a lizard, right? People imply like humans, right? So I'll just do like a little, like a little giggle. I laugh at your
Just like
not knowing
Giggle.
I'm a tall lizard.
Every scale on my body just goes prickly, because I'm not a big fan of those lizards.
Would you?
Did you say you were a lizard?
She just
Not
did.
yet.
No.
No, like I'm
Oh.
saying that's why I'm making
She
that
was
like
just-
comment.
she was just
describing
trying to
her
justify
thought
it. I thought that was
process.
a character.
Yeah,
No,
she
she didn't
described
say
the
it.
thought
Damn it.
process as a character.
So,
We have-
so
No, I totally said
So-
because I'm a
Yeah,
lizard.
so
I
that-
said
and that's-
top.
you and this guy have a lot in common.
All right, let's go check the board, guys.
What's
So-
on the board? What's on the board?
Sorry, GM, mid-bite.
I'm not accustomed to working for people.
Well, I mean,
How do you make money?
I don't need it.
What are you, a dragonborn?
What?
Like, no, I'm not like asking. I'm just.
Yeah, I am a dragon.
and you would know.
That was in here.
Yeah.
Oh, that was in character?
No, it wasn't. No, I'm asking
So
because I
yeah,
just
be
couldn't
careful
remember.
about
Yes.
what you say, because your character.
Right.
Yeah.
I am a dragonborn.
It's really
If you
easy to be
specify-
missing.
Okay, out of character, real quick. What is everybody again? You're a
Half-elf.
half elf, a dragonborn.
You can ask if you can tell.
If I can tell. Oh, okay.
Well, you guys aren't hiding, so
Yeah, we're not hiding.
You have
so.
two
Okay, then I'll do like a little kind
you
of
have
like
two
glance
humans,
around.
you have a dragonborn, and you basically look like a human.
Right.
Okay, so
I
I
also
assume it's
have,
like
like,
three
a human.
humans and then a dragonborn.
Right, because
Yes.
without my ears, you wouldn't know that I was half elf, and for the most part, I wear my hair over my ears,
But
Okay.
you're not really going to be able to tell what kind of dragonborn I am. So I keep my cloak up over my head.
just like you.
Okay, so out of
Right, and
character.
unless you know dragons, you wouldn't know anyway. Like, your scale color doesn't really mean much
Much
to
of
Yeah.
a
most
difference
people.
to other people. You just look like
Mhm.
a fucking dragon.
Yeah.
So this is out of character, but do dragonborn and lizard folk hate each other, or does he just
Apparently.
like hate?
I
Yeah, I
want that to
guess.
be canon. For
Yeah.
me.
That's just
I'm
his.
down,
That's
I'm
just
okay
part
with
of his.
I don't know if
backstory,
the
I
lizard
think.
hate back, but
I mean,
What-
if you're
what-
gonna hate on me, there
where
might
I'm-
be some.
where I'm going from that is that dragonborn look at lizard folk as being lesser
Right, right.
because they're not dragons.
Oh,
they're
God.
wannabe
You're
dragonborn.
a dragon skinhead.
Yep.
But
So-
Kit Real still doesn't know.
I don't know yet.
At this point.
But I'm okay with making that a thing from your perspective. Yes, absolutely.
Could be just my clan. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon supremacists.
Well, I'm
Okay,
gonna
I'll
go
let-
up to the board and I'm gonna say, well, I'm sorry about my rude friends. I'm Viridian.
I mean, I have some
What's
blue
your
dragon
name?
in me. That's an evil dragon.
I need to think of something cool to turn Bob into.
Just use Bob for
Oh, so
now.
you
Yeah,
have
I-
an actual name. Okay.
If you want to change it
I'll
later,
just,
I'm okay
I'll
with
just
that.
say, I'm Bob,
Nice to meet you.
and then I'll like reach my hand out, and then you'll be like, oh shit, that's a lizard. Bam.
Oh,
Lizard.
I like.
So,
I'm just shaking and I'm excited because I mean, I don't know. Do
It does
lizards
not look
and-
like a dragon.
It doesn't.
hand,
Okay,
no.
but I'm
Totally
still
so
excited
can I
because
see
I'm
it
like,
now?
oh,
no. What's your passive perception?
10.
10? Yeah, 10's a success, so yeah, you would see this.
Okay, now I get all
Sticks
prickly.
out.
Because
Now it's all
dragonborn,
prickly and he hisses.
so a lizard, even though they have tough
Keep quiet,
hide,
but-
their scales are they're more leather-like, whereas a dragonborn are almost like metallic.
scales. Okay.
Excuse me, you know what I mean?
Cool.
It's a completely different scenario.
Well, nice to meet you, Bob. And now we look at the board. What does the board say?
I take a couple steps back.
I look
I
back.
noticed that.
Yeah, I
I
look
was
back.
gonna say,
and-
I'm gonna pay attention to that too. With notice him see that, take a couple steps back,
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of.
Yeah. Also.
Alright, wingman, I want to see what's on the board.
I am here for a reason.
Okay, so on the board there's not much. There's basic hunting. You know, obviously hunting is always a big thing in a
Smaller
civilization like
community,
this. There is a suspicion of banditry and potential slavery in the area. You know, there have been some attacks on some farms. Things have gone missing. People have gone missing.
Does it say where to question about that?
For that, yes. That would be. Oh, God damn it. That would be at. Yeah, you go to the council to talk about that one. The hunting is, it's basic hunting. Get meat, bring it.
Right.
Bounties on, like
Yeah, there's
dangerous
probably- Depending on
predators.
how much you bring back, it decides how
Right.
much you get paid. Yeah.
But for the banditry, yeah, you would want to talk to the council about the specifics on that. That's one of the bigger jobs.
Get real! Bandits! Fucking bandits!
What else might there
Bandits
be?
and slavers!
Curiosity. What else is there?
Yeah.
That's it. It's pretty. It's
It's
not.
just
It's not a.
hunting and
Huge,
bandits.
it's not a huge list.
Okay.
So I'm like freaking out now, and I'm get real. These might be our guys. Let's go to the council, you guys. Do we want to stop anywhere first?
No. And I'm gonna kind of peek back and see what the pay is.
I was wondering if somebody was gonna think about
So I
that.
understand. You just told us this really sad story, so I understand your excitement. But I still want to know how much we're getting paid.
So it's 100 gold to take the job. They'll pay you 100 if you take the job and
Per person?
total
The bandit job?
for the
Yeah.
bandit job.
100 gold total.
If you take the job and if you can prove that you're actually working the job, right?
Okay.
If you actually have success and you find out what's going on, kill the leader, bring in the leader, stop it, whatever, that is 500 gold.
Is that dead or alive?
Yes. As long as you can stop the activity.
Okay.
Just to investigate, they'll pay you 100 just to investigate. 500 to actually stop the attacks. But you have to prove you were actually investigating. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, I did," right?
Right.
You have to prove you were actually doing something.
Well, I already know where they were a month ago.
You don't need to tell anybody.
Well,
That's all right.
I told you guys.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
right.
you don't
Yeah.
need to tell them.
Yeah.
Right. And
But-
I'm gonna try to steady your excitement a little bit and like, look, if we have to go to council to try to get this job, don't be excited to hunt down bandits. Try to maybe be professional about it.
Okay.
Like this is what you do on the daily.
Yeah, don't go in
Okay.
there and start inviting the council members to go with
Okay,
you.
okay.
And don't start telling them your story because then they're probably
I
not
know.
gonna let us.
But wouldn't
go.
it be rad if I get to stab these guys in the face and get paid for it?
It would be, but let's get the job first.
Okay.
And then be excited about stabbing
Okay,
people.
okay.
So-
I'll calm down.
Tell me
So
what
bored. What does it say about the hunting?
So the
Price
hunting,
wise.
the-
Just to get paid for as much as you bring back?
I think
or-
it's probably if you bring back per head, you get.
so this is
about-
why I was saying when a question is asked, nobody answer but me because now we got people talking over each other, right? And I have a huge ego. Please bow down to my ego. The hunting is it's basically by volume. So if you bring back so much deer meat, you'll get paid so much. If you bring back so many rabbits, you'll get paid so much. There is a bounty specifically on dire wolves. They're paying 3 gold an ear for dire wolves
per ear.
per ear.
Fuck, we killed like 5 of those things. Son of a
Because
bitch.
apparently there have been a number of dire wolf attacks in the area.
Son of a bitch.
There's a bounty on harpies.
Oh!
Oh, Jesus.
So we're looking at
Why the fuck didn't we come here first?
5. So it's 5 gold per harpy talon.
That's what Bjorn did. He fucking went back and took all those fucking harpies. Paid for the goddamn harpies. That's why they bounced. They knew about this shit.
So those are the hunting. Those are the hunting of jobs.
Okay.
For heartbeat talent.
So it's different types of meat. It's by volume. It's 3 gold per dire wolf ear, and then 5 gold per harpy talon.
How many talons do they have?
Well, it's a foot basically. Yeah.
So,
So
2 per heartbeat. So, 10
gotta
per.
Well, you
we
can
gotta
tell
remember
if
that.
No, it's 1.
Okay.
You can tell if it's left or right.
Well, I'm feeling stronger for some reason. So.
I can smite shit.
Obviously, if we're gonna, fuck.
I say
We-
we
we
can
can
take
have
both
Harpy
these
thing
jobs.
for
We-
five
we
points?
can hunt.
It's a
Five
it's a
goals for
five.
The hunting, yeah, we
Oh,
don't have
oh,
to
it's
take
a-
the job.
yeah.
We just have to bring shit back with us.
That's why you have
You're
to
not
pay
trying to
attention.
bring
Wait,
along.
how do you spell harpy? Is
Harpy.
I pull you aside now, a little away.
And we're going to have just a business conversation.
Yeah, I pull you aside because I noticed, and now you said thing.
Well, I can do that all.
Kiril. What do you mean by thing?
So so Bob, you're standing here watching
Okay.
all of this ridiculous excitement
Yeah.
going on.
So I think it would be out of character. I think it would be a good idea for us to kind of like start our adventure by me being like, oh, I was gonna take that job too.
So,
Yeah,
okay,
and
so-
now we can do that.
So here's how this works. Because this is an RP heavy game,
Okay.
you don't have to say this is how I would do it. Just do it.
Yeah, you just say that.
Just do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So
Whatever you feel like
yeah.
you would do or you would say, just do it.
Okay. So then I guess I would ask you, since you're being like the only one friendly to me,
yeah.
death saving.
So I did just pull Kitril aside for a sec.
Okay,
He
so
said
when-
something, so you can come in a second after I'm
Yeah.
pulling him aside so you can't hear us. So I guess I'm
No, I'm
rolling a
not.
stealth
Okay, yeah,
check. Or, but I pull you aside, like, Kitril, what do you mean by thing?
It's a lizard.
So?
He's gotta be here.
Okay.
Pizza. Is it okay if you have some
Break.
pizza?
Oh, help yourself.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
help
That's good.
yourself. What are you talking
I'll
about?
get you some.
Have you even said hi to Tim yet? He's been in the zone.
He's been playing
He
Street
doesn't even know
Fighter.
you're
like bothered
Nugget.
God, stop being so
Probably has
adorable.
his, oh yeah, he does have his
Huh?
headphones on.
Nugget shit.
That's our name. He's the
I
Nugget
Oh,
King.
you
I'm
call
the
him
Nugget.
Nugget or Nugget?
We're both Nuggets. He's the Nugget King. I'm the Nugget Champion. And we use the word Nugget for literally everything.
Oh my god.
Good or
Like,
bad?
Good or bad. Like if you're
It's-
sitting
it's
if you're
like
sitting on the couch all day,
vomit-worthy
you're
normal.
nuggeting. If you're like driving and somebody cuts you off, you're a fucking nug.
Oh
Or
my
like,
god.
oh look at that little nug when the cat's being all cute. Like we use it for everything. For everything.
And now you can't edit this out.
You can't now. You have to keep it in.
Okay, so he said it's a lizard, and I said so.
Can I do a perception check to hear this or no?
Yeah, you can. So,
Okay, so I rolled-
D20 plus your perception.
13 and then my perception.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Right.
I am, but I guess you're not. So.
It's +1, so 14.
14? Yeah, you can definitely hear it.
Okay, so I'm just standing there over listening to you.
It's just a lizard.
So I haven't known you that long, but usually you seem pretty like even about stuff. I've never seen you like get so riled up immediately. Is there a story here?
You don't like lizards.
I've never seen you not like something. I've never seen you like something
I've
either.
known you for 3 days. How can you surprise me still?
That's 3 long days.
It's been a minute
I know,
here,
it's a-
but yeah. Well, okay. I'm sorry you don't like them. But
You understand, it's gonna split the money 5 ways now.
that is true, but I also remember that fucking forest. And I am feeling pretty good after that rest, but I'm not gonna invite them. Okay? But I wouldn't say no to more. Are you cool with that?
Nope.
Can I do a persuasion?
You could try
Can
and
I
then,
try to persuade?
you could try to persuade. I would say that would be a charisma saving throw for you, Gabriel. If you want to.
Ah,
He's got a big
Oh,
fat
shit.
charisma.
He's the most charismatic
Oh,
motherfucker here.
damn. Which is so weird for your character too.
What do you got?
Oh, 7.
7 total. Okay.
Yeah, even with my +4.
Persuade.
Okay.
Persuasion check.
And I have advantage on all persuasion rolls. So that's a 13
Yeah, you beat
and a
me.
15.
Plus what?
Oh,
What's your
plus 4.
persuasion? 19
So, yeah, 19.
versus a 7. Yeah, she beat your ass.
Even with my giant kryptonite.
So shitty.
So I told you, I'm not gonna invite them.
So I'm gonna
But I
say, in a
would-
situation like this, you can just say, you know what, fuck it, I just don't want the role. I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Because you are an live action human being.
yeah,
Right.
you can make the decision. I'm just saying. But I'm trying to convince you that I'm not gonna go out of my way to invite them along with us.
I'll tolerate it for now.
Thanks, Gabriel.
While they were having that conversation, me and Vladimir are off to the side talking about the fact that we missed out on so much fucking gold.
Agreed.
So while we're at
the
it,
gold, God. When I was here before, I was too busy to check the board.
right. But so now we know direwolf ear and harpy talons equal gold. So
Unfortunately, we know exactly where we need to get them.
we help the girl out. We're probably, obviously, we're gonna have to leave this town to do that. So whatever we come across, we just make sure to store them, and we come back to Fairguard and collect the bounty after we've dealt with these bandits, or investigated the bandits, whatever. That it's 100 gold just to find out what the fuck's going on. We combine that with whatever we get along the way, we're good to go.
How much coin was it for this job again?
Which one?
The one for the figuring out like
The bandits?
Yeah.
So it's 100. It's 100 to investigate. It's 500 if you stop them.
And so I know we interrupted because we were finishing up our conversation, but did you want to come talk to us, like you said?
Yeah. Okay. So
Well, we're good. Yeah, we agree.
I hear that you guys have stopped talking.
I'm gonna
I
saunter
say
back over
to you.
this encounter.
Funny, I was just thinking about taking that job too. I think you already said you were gonna take that job.
Yeah, we're definitely taking that job.
You
And I
did
look
that
over
job?
at Kitrell, who rolled his eyes. And I'm just like,
I don't know how I let you talk me into that.
Wait, I'm sorry. You were gonna try to hunt down these bandits all on your own?
Okay. Well, I need money.
don't we all?
Speak for yourselves.
Hey, I'll take your cut of the bounty if you don't want it.
Well, let's head to the council then. More the merrier. Let's get going.
Oh, you're coming?
Oh yeah.
Let's go, guys!
Yeah, he's a pretty big dude.
And I'm an average dude, so. Alright.
Just towering over you. Oh yeah, and
Let's go.
Yeah, so we're looking at about 9 a.m. at this point.
Okay, and we're walking
You guys gonna head
to
to the council?
the council.
To talk with the council? Okay.
I'm sorry. DM, I might have to. Could I request a big break?
Yeah, let's take.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's take a quick break.
I gotta put that
Smoke them if you got them.
smoking with you,
So,
Rona. Silly.
Record.
We're going to the council with this strange lizard person.
Yeah.
Days I'm tall and lanky.
Whose name is yet to be known, but I know it's not Bob.
You don't know that.
You don't know me.
My passive perception could be 1, and I know your name's not Bob.
Now I'm just gonna have to make a lizard folk village where everybody's names are just so mundane. It just doesn't make any sense.
Karen. Steve Harrington. Oh, Karen's such a cunt.
I love
Karen. Karen took the kids.
Okay, what are we doing, guys?
We're going to the council.
We're
At
heading
9
to the
a.m.
council.
It's 9 a.m. You're gonna head to the council.
Yo.
I
I usually strive.
Find out about this bandit
It's a
job.
bandit job. Okay. So you're gonna head to the council. You don't know what to expect there because you guys have not. Nobody's been deep enough in to know anything about the council. Okay, so we're gonna have Okay, so you're gonna enter. There's 2 guards standing outside the council with spears. The doors are open. They don't try to stop you going in. Somebody make me a D20 roll.
Went for it.
11.
Wasn't
Okay,
even a
there's nobody there
decision,
ahead of you.
nothing.
So you walk in, you see 2 council members, 2 gentlemen sitting. So it's basically what you would expect from like a Viking lodge,
Okay.
right? It's not like a city council today. It's just a huge lodge, open space, fire pit in the middle.
That's what I was thinking of my stuff.
So you walk in, and there's a table sitting, you know, on a platform at the back, and you see 2 gentlemen sitting there just kind of, you know, chit chatting, whatever they're doing. As you approach, they look up and, you know, kind of, you know, who are you? Why are you here?
Hi. We're here to inquire about the job about the bandits and slavers going on. Who should we speak to about that?
Well, you speak to the council. It's us. You're in the right spot.
Wonderful.
Congratulations.
I'm just gonna
100 gold
stay
pieces.
within hearing range, but sulk in the corner.
Okay. So he's gonna
I
kind of.
noticed that.
I also noticed that.
Yeah.
All right. So one of them's gonna look at
I
you.
don't care.
So what?
I said I don't care about him doing his sulking. I'd like to step up next to her.
Okay.
I mean, these are kind of
Yeah.
like my people almost. They're Viking dudes, right?
More or less, yeah.
It's getting all racist up in here.
It does get real racist real quick.
Why can't we all get along?
You need to talk or you just
Yeah,
want to
just
step?
introduce myself. My name's Vladimir from the north, and we're interested in these 2 of the jobs that have been listed.
All right, so one guy's gonna say, I'm Vidal. I'm one of the council members.
Nice to meet you.
That's Vedel, not Fidel, Vidal.
V-E what?
Vedel. And then the other is a Will Hardus. It's Wilhardus.
Slow down. W-I-L.
Wilhardus. Will Hardus.
Are you just writing down the names?
Yeah, just to keep
And
up with it.
we'll have it
So
on
we'll
recorded, so
remember.
you don't
So
really have to.
and
Well, I
that's
wanted
that's one of my things is I don't backtrack.
Yeah.
Will Hardness.
Once I give you
recall
information,
later.
I expect people to recall the
I'm a
information.
character. Best name ever.
So you're right here, so you can just look. Vidal and Will Hardus too.
Okay, those are.
7 and 8. These are the council members.
Council members.
They're just called council members, not one as a superior or.
No, well, there's the mayor of the town. He is, top dog. But other than that, everybody's equal,
Okay.
as far as you know. So,
I'm Viridian.
okay, Viridian, Vladimir,
Vladimir.
Silver.
Silver.
Yeah, we've got a big group and we'd really like to investigate this.
Fairguard.
Fergard, Fergard. So
F-E-R.
what are your qualifications?
G-A-R-D.
Gard.
Okay,
What
I'm
are
sorry,
your-
guys.
What makes you think you can solve this problem?
I'm a ranger from Sorbs. Just traveled this way. I've been doing some work over in Harrison.
Okay.
Been in and out of the forest recently, and I can, if you can point us in the right direction, I may be able to track these villains.
Well, that's part of the problem is we don't have a direction to point you in. So a number of smaller farms outside the city have been hit
In which direction?
all around.
All around the city.
Yeah, we don't have that's what your job is
Right.
to find out where.
What's the most? If you could tell us where the most recent farm to have been hit.
The most recent farm to have been hit would have been to the southwest.
That one?
Yeah, down that direction.
Okay.
It was a small farm, so you would know, having traveled through and just basic knowledge of the areas, their farming is primarily like potatoes,
Right.
vegetables.
Right.
There's some herding, horses, goats, sheep, that kind of stuff. most of the farms in the area aren't particularly wealthy. They're smaller farms. They're like slightly bigger than family plots,
Gotcha.
and they make money by selling the excess off.
Okay.
But the latest one to have been hit was to the southwest, and a couple of farmhands were taken.
Right.
So that's why they
Something
suspect of
about
slavery.
horse and
Is people are
slavers,
being
yeah.
taken. People are being taken as well.
So it's not just mindless slaughter, people are being killed.
It doesn't appear. No, it looks pretty organized from what we can tell. Especially since we can't fucking catch these guys. Like,
Right,
you know, they appear to be pretty organized.
Indicate a larger group of people, I would imagine.
We have no idea what size.
One person's not going to be able to accomplish that all on their
Yeah.
own.
I've been following a group, bandits, who sold people into slavery recently. I'm not going.
Not going too deep.
No. Fucking, do you hear? I'm talking into my professional voice. That was okay. So I found there were some bandits that attacked a circus southwest of Alphos about 2 months ago, and then some slavers to the east of Alphos about a month ago. So I've been tracking these bandits. So
Okay.
these might be the same group of people, so I am on the lookout for them. So since it looks like they, according to you, the last place they hit, looks like they're moving west. So
Okay.
they've definitely been in the same area.
Yeah, they've been in the area for a while. We've been
Yeah.
dealing with this for a while.
Have there been no survivors from these attacks? How do we not?
So they're not killing people.
They're taking
Thus
them
far.
and selling them as
They're sneaking in at night, stealing supplies, and taking people. There hasn't been any.
No one, like no
As far as
witnesses
we can
to
tell, there's been
how-
no death.
But that's why we have no idea about how large the force might be.
Right. It's they're not coming in and attacking. They're sneak attacks.
Okay, well,
Do you have
we've
any?
got a fairly large group with some experience in this.
Mhm.
I feel like that's why we'd like to take a look at it and at least be able to inform you more of what's going on, if not bring an end to it.
Okay. So the pay is 100 gold for investigation. We're willing to give you half now. To start your investigation, we'll give you half upon proof that you're actually investigating and making progress.
Okay.
And then 500 if you can stop these attacks, however you see fit.
How do you
So the
expect to gain proof of us stopping these attacks? Do we bring you somebody's head?
well, I would prefer, yeah, I would assume you either kill them and show us where you killed them, find the enslaved people, bring them back, bring back the bandits themselves. That's up to you. What proof? How you accomplish this?
I'm just making sure that it'll be a valid piece of evidence in order to get paid. So his head it is.
Why do guys always go for head?
Ba-dum-tsh.
Vladimir, Kidrill, how do you feel? Maybe a few days, maybe a week travel to. How far away is that farm? That southeastern farm that was just hit.
Yeah, it's about 3 hours.
Is it southwest or southeast?
Southwest.
That was the last one that was hit, right?
So it's about 3 hours to that
Okay,
farm.
so it's not far.
Yeah, it's not that far.
You're talking
Maybe
about
make it
stuff
there
over
by
here.
nightfall.
So
Wow.
a little aside to remind everybody, because we don't talk about this. So this is where my circus was when the bandits attacked and took me, and then they had me for about a month. And then here is where they sold me to slavers, and this is where the slavers lived that I killed. And yeah, then I
And then you
traveled
ended up in
that.
Hearst.
I thought they were going to continue that way. That's why I continued that way. But it looks like they may have circled back around.
Back around. Well, you did kill their
I killed
buyers.
those slavers. We
So
don't
they
know
had to
how
find-
many other buyers they
probably
had.
had to find
Yeah.
new buyers.
Yeah.
But,
And that's another point they're going to bring up is they don't even know where there are buyers for slaves.
Yeah.
Slavery is not a practice in this area.
right.
At least not
Not open.
approved of.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not an open practice. I mean, obviously it's a Viking area. If you're captured in battle, you're
Yeah.
probably going to be pressed into work, but taking people and enslaving them is not a thing yet.
Okay. Well,
So we can bring back proof of the bandits, the slavers. Hopefully we can rescue some of these people who've been taken.
Mm-hmm. That's the hope.
Yeah.
And there have been a couple of other parties that have come through, and this has been going on for about 6 months. So there have been a couple of other parties that have come through and taken the job to investigate this, but they haven't had any results yet.
You said about 6 groups have taken this.
A couple. He's not giving you any specific
Okay, a
number.
couple.
Okay.
No?
Well,
Sounds like a fair deal.
Yeah.
Okay? So he's gonna give you 50 gold. This is, the half of the 100 for
Yeah.
investigation.
right, right.
And this is basically to outfit yourselves
Right.
if necessary.
Okay.
And you're not gonna get 600 total.
Right.
You're gonna get
it's- you an
500
additional
total.
500.
No, it's
An additional
500
400
total.
Additional 400 when,
Right.
or
Okay.
450 when we return.
Yeah, it's 500 total if you
Okay.
do the whole thing.
Well, as they hand over, I'm assuming in like a purse.
Yeah,
they
like a-
hand over.
yeah.
I'm gonna grab that just real quick and we'll discuss something.
Okay? So you guys taking the job?
Yes.
So he's gonna bring out a contract. You're legally bound, if you sign this contract, to either accomplish this job or be blacklisted.
Or can we just repay the 50 golds if we fail?
If we fail, yeah.
Yeah, you can. That'll
To
cancel it
not
out.
be blacklisted.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad I grabbed the whole thing. Okay, so we take this job.
So,
Okay?
what about me though?
Well, that's
You
It's
another.
up to you.
You were included in our group.
You were there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna interject.
Yes.
For once, I'm on
Quickly.
this side.
6.
No offense, we just met this guy.
Yeah.
You just wanna met this guy 15 minutes ago. You just wanna hand over
Well-
10 gold pieces and say, "Come on."
How about we work together, and if he doesn't fuck us and he helps us out, then I say fair deal.
But how do I know you guys aren't gonna rip me off? Because you already have the gold, right?
How about
I have the gold.
I'll give him my share for now, and you can keep his share, and my share.
Jesus, you're a trusting person.
I just have a sense for people, all right? I know you don't know people that well, so how about you just go with that? I won't take mine. I'll just give mine to them, so they know. So Bob knows, and you can keep it. You don't have to give Bob any money. Are you gonna feel okay about that? And then if
Maybe
Bob,
if you tell me your name and it's not Bob.
It is Bob!
darn it. And if Bob fucks with us, I knock 10 gold or whatever the split is of this 50.
And if,
Or
Bob
your
kill-
life.
and if Bob kills us all in our sleep, no offense.
I guess you'll just have to trust me then.
Okay, reverse this scenario. Do you just trust a random person?
Can I roll an insight check on Bob?
You can.
So
I'm gonna assist with that.
Do I have to roll
Okay.
something too?
Okay, so now, you don't have to, but if you want to try and hide your intentions, you would roll a deception. That's up to you. If you don't have anything to hide, you don't roll.
Okay.
I'm assisting with the.
Okay,
insight.
so you have advantage.
insight is plus
See if you can roll higher.
3, and I can add. Oh, and I get
You have
advantage.
advantage.
But I also, since I'm a jack of all trades, that would be a 5.
No, it's automatically on there. It should
Is
be.
it?
It should automatically add it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a 19.
19?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're being perfectly honest, you have nothing to hide. Dude looks
You
legit.
just want to do this job with us?
He
I'm
looks
just-
legit, yeah.
I just need money.
So
Yeah.
you're just specifically looking for coin.
Yes.
Well, so this is Viridian's thing now, because she's
yeah,
the one that
and
wrote
I
the
just
insight.
told Silver
Well,
though,
right,
like
but I was the one questioning him too.
Right.
So
I have a feel for people. You know I'm not going to trust everybody. You know I don't like everybody. You know I want to stab a lot of people in the face.
I met you 3 days ago.
Yeah, but you know this about me already. You know
9 days
this.
ago.
Oh, that's right. We were a week in the forest.
This
Yeah.
is 9 days.
Yeah, we've been together for a minute and we've shared some personal things and some traumas. But I got a good feeling about Bob. So I'm willing
about this.
I'm willing to put up
I
my
noticed you did
share
that.
of this 50 gold to Bob, and you can keep Bob's share.
So that's going to come down to you right there, Silver. How much do you trust Viridian at this point?
I mean, she saved my ass more than once, so if that's what you're willing to do, then yes, I will hold Bob's 10 gold pieces. If everything works out, I'll give it to you.
Great.
Okay, Vladimir, how do you feel about this?
It's ridiculous.
So I hand over 10 gold.
I'm not happy with losing money, but
I mean,
I'm
we
not
had,
gonna
we had another
stop
person in the group,
I
that's
feel the
another
same
mouth
way
to
about-
feed, that's
about
another
Viridian.
cut.
I'm also a 7-foot tall
Okay,
lizard
so
person.
this is what I'm talking about, guys. People talking over. I'm
Okay.
talking to Vladimir right now. Please.
no, Vadimir's cool with it.
Okay, Gitro, do you have any input on this? I know how you feel about it, but
That's my input.
okay.
Well, then I'll divvy up everybody else's
You'll-
10 gold except for Viridian's.
So did we sign?
So I'm going to take 20
So,
gold.
so that's the question. Yeah, are you guys all going to sign?
I'm gonna sign it.
I'm signing.
Everybody has to sign for this to be a legit
Yeah.
proposition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I participate but not sign?
He was sulking in the corner.
No,
I have to sign?
unless you want, or you leave the group, because they're holding you as a group. This is one
Well, I
entity.
can still go with the group. I don't have to get on a contract, do I?
You do, yeah. I mean, okay,
Not the
so
money.
I
so
don't want the money.
That's right.
so okay, so this is the way it works. It's just like a contract in real life. Because you're part of the group, they're going to expect the entire group to sign. Because you're there with them.
Fine. I'll
They're
put
not going
my
to give you
mark.
the contract if you don't sign.
Yeah.
Doesn't. Little smoke.
No, lightning bolt comes out.
Oh shit. Alright.
And he just does that. He just signs his name like that.
So I increased everybody's gold by 10. I put
give
the extra 10.
I'm giving the 10
Oh, I
back
got
to
you. I see
Oh,
what
you're giving the 10
Silver.
back.
Oh,
to
you're not
Silver.
taking the 10? Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So you have you have an
I
extra
will
50
take
gold to outfit yourselves as
I
you see
got
fit.
30 of it, you got 10.
And if we fail, we give
Bob
50
got
gold
10,
back.
she got
Well, if
nothing.
he's not taking it, then you gotta divvy that up.
No, I gave the what I
Gave it
was
to him.
given, gave it to Silver.
Okay. Cool.
So well, Silver had it in the first place.
But yeah, I snatched the purse because I wanted to
Yeah.
question Bob.
Okay.
So,
So you guys have signed. You're
Yep.
good. About half an hour, so about 9:30.
I just signed it.
I wanted to ask
really
other questions
Go ahead. No, you're absolutely.
council.
of the
Clearly
council.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I lean in and I ask them about the forest and what they know about what's going on in there.
Okay. So what they know that they're going to tell you is there's been a long-standing treaty with the elves. So you already know you only have about 3 days worth you can go in to the forest safely, right? This,
It used to
Yeah.
be safe.
this is it's a long-standing tradition. This is hundreds of years old. The elves are extremely private, almost xenophobic about their lands. As far there are some diplomatic communications with the elves and the people of Fairguard, because Fairguard is the largest city on the border of that forest, but not many. They haven't seen a representative from the elves in over 50 years. So they're really not sure, and this is normal, right? And elf, they'll set up like meetings,
Sure.
but it's on the elves' timetable, not on the humans.
Right.
So it's been a long time, so they don't know what exactly is going on in the forest. They just know it's gotten a lot more dangerous.
Well, so then I lean in. I asked them if they've heard of increase in like werewolf sightings?
Absolutely they have. They've seen, I mean, it's not, so an increase is from 0 to 2, right? There used to not be werewolves, now we're getting reports of werewolves. We've never seen this before in this area.
And harpies.
Harpies have been a very rare occurrence. It's happening more and more lately.
Even out in the open,
Not in the open, they always stick to the woods.
because we were just.
As far as these guys know, they always stay to the woods.
Right. Well, that's why I'm gonna also jump into this conversation too, and just ask the council if so you have this treaty with the elves. There's a point of no return line. Are you aware that the elves are almost to the border of the forest,
Well, it's their forest.
consistently patrolling?
We don't keep track on the elves, it's their forest. They allow us in so far. But it's their forest, it's not ours. That's kind of the understanding.
Have you
Yeah, we've heard.
Well, have you heard any rumors about this increase in werewolves and harpies and everything of a violent nature within the forest?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
we
why
just-
they're offering gold to us to
We're trying
bring back parts.
That's why, yeah, exactly, that's why they have the bounty on the
That's
harpies.
fair.
The werewolves
Speaking
were
of-
on that list, how much for werewolf ears?
We're not paying for that because we're not going to hire anybody to go after werewolves.
But if we were to bring back a werewolf ear,
Okay, so
better question is who do we report these bounties to if in our travels we
so
bring back direwolf
for the
ears?
bounties, you report back to us.
Okay.
For the food supplies, you would report to the general goods store.
Okay.
For werewolves, we're not offering a bounty on that because we say if you see a werewolf, run the fuck away.
They don't want to
Because we
die.
don't want, we don't want the disease spreading into our town. We don't want you fighting werewolves.
Yes, that's fair.
Because we don't want you coming back and spreading the disease.
There'll be a fire.
Any Queensryche fans, by the way, spreading the disease?
Great Operation My Crime.
Yeah, oh, absolutely fucking A.
Wolverine!
You know, we'll talk later. Yes, this is one of my favorite.
Until they broke up.
Yeah.
Very well. We'll talk about it if I come back with some werewolf ears.
So, no, we do not want you fighting werewolves. We will not pay for werewolf ears. Stay away from werewolves.
And don't bring them into the town.
We don't want
Sure.
that. We
They're
don't
not
want you
staying
bringing
away
that
from
back.
us.
Right. You know what are you gonna do?
Okay.
Uh,
Direwolves.
Okay.
Harpies. It's good.
Direwolves, harpies, and we bring those to you. Good to know. They don't have a whole lot of information.
Yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been about
Very.
50 years since they've had a diplomatic sit down with the elves.
Well,
So these guys are probably in their late 30s. So this was before their time even.
okay, well, we've signed a contract now. I say we
Get on with this.
we load up and go find some bandits.
Enough talking.
I think we should go. Are we done talking to the council? Yes.
Don't look at me.
Yes.
Are we done?
I would say so.
Oh, yeah. I think
God damn it, Mom.
let's do it. Let's do a quick check at the herbalist and see how
Well,
pricey the potions are.
It's only 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
We can make our rounds, load up with what we need.
Yeah.
I don't think we have enough gold to buy any potions, but if I remember correctly last night, you came just out of the room with a potion. Can you
Yes.
make healing potion?
Yes.
If I buy you
Some.
if I buy you supplies to make healing potions, can you make healing potions
Yes.
for us?
But a healing potion's kind of pricey.
Right, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming if maybe I just buy the raw supplies, it might be cheaper.
Well, you can also find
Or do I
the
still-
raw supplies.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
But
would
I
I,
need
if
to
I were
go
to if I
find
were to go to the
some
general
of
goods and buy it, would I still be spending 50 gold worth to buy the supplies?
No.
Don't look at
I
me.
was gonna say.
I need 25 gold worth of adder's tongue to make a healing potion.
That's still pretty pricey. That's half price essentially. So.
Yeah,
Alright, good-
So yeah,
good
and
enough.
you would know the
glad to
prices,
know you
the
can
general
make-
prices for if you were just buying materials.
Hey, look.
Or if they got
something
this,
you need money
or
for.
if this is, I don't need it. I don't need a healing potion. That's for you guys if you want it.
Well, he's also used to finding his own
That's true.
materials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either way, we'll make
I
the
can go out and
rounds.
find,
We'll
if
make
there's
the
an
rounds.
adder's tongue around these parts, I can go find
The
it.
farm isn't that far. Worst case, we can get to the farm by sundown and maybe set up camp there after
Well,
we talk to the people.
they said it
in
was
the
a
farm.
3-hour walk.
Right, it's only
So-
9:30 in the morning, so
Yeah.
we make the rounds to the market, get what we need.
I don't think we need anything if we're just gonna look for adder's tongue because it is pretty pricey for a healing potion.
Well, yeah, I wasn't worried about that. I didn't know if you guys wanted to load up any supplies, weapons.
I can wait on a smutty novel.
I want to
wait.
go back to the blacksmith and just maybe see if my flask is ready.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go by there. But I wanted to
It's only
do.
been like an hour, but I don't know.
I wanted to check with you guys because this farm. Let's go check there. We can be there in just 3 hours. Let's go check the farm and see what we can find out. But I think it might be a good idea, if we don't find any more clues there, to head back to where I killed the slavers. We might find some proof of slavery. We might find some clues that I didn't see when I was escaping.
I'll tell you what, let's do this today.
It goes away from the forest, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Right. For today,
Yeah.
to avoid, since we're getting attacked by harpies in the open,
Yeah.
Well, we can
Let's go to the
stop
farm.
by this farm. There might be information there. You
Yeah,
never know.
it's early enough
Yeah.
in the day. We go
I
to the
know,
farm,
I just-
maybe
Okay,
go
so,
another
so
one, still
just
make
real
it
quick,
back
those
to
farms that
Fairground.
are on there are just representing farmland. There's not only 3 farms.
Got it.
I want to make sure. I want to make sure
Yeah.
that's clear.
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
It's just a
We go to this
representation.
farm,
Yeah.
We go to this farm, we ask some questions, we can still make it back to Fairguard and sleep in a bed.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
But
I think it
if
will
we're
be.
Gonna, if we're gonna travel a week to the southeast,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I'd rather sleep in a bed tonight before doing
I agree.
this.
I just wanted to put it out there that
I
I,
got
think
it.
it'll be a good idea for us to eventually go check that place out and see if
I
we can
don't,
find any
I don't
information.
disagree, and we can also maybe even stop in Alphas along the way. And
Yeah.
I haven't been there yet since I got here, but yes, to the blacksmith.
Let's go. To the blacksmith.
Okay. So you guys are the 2 most talkative party members. So I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to put their input in. So you 3, you have any input on this?
I'm just kind of following around right now. I'm just
Okay.
kind of
Well, that's a
going
good
with
sign.
the flow real
We
quick.
didn't take the
Alright,
10 gold
get real.
gold, so
I'm in a bad feeling about this.
okay, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Vladimir?
Come with me if you want to live. Oh. I'm down to do this.
Okay.
I want to go. We're going to get paid. We're going to find information out. I know that I'm working on this to work my way around to what I'm going after. If this helps my companions, then they're going to help me.
Okay.
And one of the reasons I don't talk a lot is because it's in my background.
Well, so that's fine. These are the 2 most talkative people
Oh,
at the
yeah.
table,
Yeah.
by far. So I just want to make sure everybody has the opportunity to hear it. That's fine.
It fits our characters.
It does.
No, it does. All I'm saying is I want to make sure everybody takes the opportunity. If you have input, put it in. If you don't worry about it. I just want to make sure everybody has that opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will not
Please
be
feel
offended
free to
if you
interrupt.
guys.
I don't want the
interrupt
table
us.
monopolized by 2 people. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
No, but so we're leaving the council right now. Or going to the market.
We're going to the blacksmith. You want to check
Go
on his
ahead.
flask.
I want to check on my flask.
All right.
Okay. Your flask is not ready.
Fuck.
Well, if we're already at the market, let's
It's been like 45 minutes.
Okay, let's go to the general
I
goods
hope-
store really quick, just to see what they got and see if they have a book, and if not, let's head to the
Okay.
farm.
So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for a smutty novel.
Okay, roll investigation check with disadvantage because this is
While she's
It's a general goods store.
it's not very well organized at all.
Investigation.
And you don't even know the title of the book.
I'm just looking for a book. Oh, but I got a nat 20.
That cancels out.
Because it's a nat 20.
Yes.
Yay! Okay.
So if you get a nat 1, that cancels out advantage. If you get a nat 20, that cancels out disadvantage. That's the way I'm gonna play it.
She found a goddamn book.
So whatever book you want to find, you find.
Okay.
And it's gonna be cheap as hell.
Yay! Okay, so I find this super smutty vampire novel.
Of course. Hopefully I don't shine.
I might have to borrow
It'll
that
sparkle.
when you're done.
Is it a lesbian dragon vampire?
Of course.
Of course. Okay.
Androgynous lesbians.
Ooh,
vampires,
my
right?
favorite.
Yeah.
It's
Three
three
girls'
co-
eyes have rolled so.
Does anybody else? We're in a general goods store. You guys don't have to follow me look for porn. You can
It's-
look for your
I
own
wasn't.
shit.
I wasn't.
What time is it?
9:30 a.m.
Oh, still kind of early. I
So, it's
I'm
just-
not even in the store. I'm outside.
It's 3 copper.
Free copper. Okay, I'll take it.
Follow her. Wow.
What are you looking
Okay,
for?
I'm
so
just
is
gonna
the
wander
S and the C
out
silver
and see
and
if
copper?
somebody's selling
Yeah,
turkey.
gold,
I'm hungry.
silver, copper.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to the
You said
market.
3
there's-
copper?
Yeah, 3 copper. There's a food stand.
Okay, and as I'm going over there, I whisper something to my.
Oh. Make a wisdom saving throw. Now, do you want to share this with the group, or do you want to just do this one-on-one?
Just one-on-one.
Okay, so we'll go out.
There, nobody's near me.
We're gonna go out for a smoke real quick while he and I do this. Make your saving throw real fast.
A 9.
Plus what's your wisdom saving throw?
-1.
Are you sure?
Okay, I want to check something real
Okay, I'm gonna start killing people.
Excuse me.
So you have a
Wherever
so
he is,
your
I'm
saving
not
throws.
there.
You have a +1. on wisdom.
+1.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm
10.
looking up here. Okay,
Okay,
got
I
it.
just
Saving
followed
throws.
you into the store.
So
I'm just
10,
looking
yes.
around.
So
I'm
if you want to
just
come out with me real quick, we'll do this real
You
fast.
guys
thing.
All right.
don't want your stuff recorded then?
Well, he wants to do this one-on-one.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you guys do whatever you're gonna do while we're gone.
We're just in the store. I'm just happy that I got my novel.
Should
I've
probably.
only
Got
done
your
that
swing
once,
novel.
but it was the first time we did it, and nobody really noticed it. I was hoping that somebody would like try to do perception at that point.
Well, nobody did. So
Nobody did, yeah.
It's just
So-
we'll do this one-on-one.
If that ever
Well,
happens
you
again-
said you stood off to the side.
Well, this time I did.
So now we're metagaming.
We are.
Sorry.
I'm
Great.
too busy looking at
throw the
my
cork.
thing.
I mean, yeah, we probably shouldn't do social encounters without DM present to
Yeah.
witness the social encounter.
Well, we
so.
do have it recorded, so and this week it will be a million times easier for me to edit it and get it up
Right.
on time. I'm so
That's what she
excited.
said.
At the store.
Oh.
See, I'm trying to think of stuff down on my backstory, but I don't want to like tell people. See, because all they only know the basis of what my backstory was, and I think I
Right.
only told like what?
Well, nobody knows your backstory.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell you guys.
I think my dad heard a
Well,
little
we also just met you.
bit. Yeah. So our characters
No, I meant, like-
don't know
Right,
anything.
right.
Yeah. Our characters know shit.
Right.
They still
What?
don't know shit about me.
Well, yeah, even me.
I
like
wanna-
our characters still don't
Actually,
even. She's
I think I
really
put
the
my
only.
backstory
She's
up.
really the only character. I purposefully didn't read your backstory. She's the only character who's openly come out and told us her story.
No, Vadimir's also come
Vladimir
out.
did slightly,
Yeah.
but like
Big old counter.
Kitrail and me, we haven't even opened up yet.
Okay, same.
So yeah, no, it's whenever you decide it's right for your character
Yeah.
to open up about your backstory.
All right. I want to do that.
Also, preferably when you have a name that isn't Bob.
No, it's Bob. It's gonna be Bob.
It's gonna be Bob.
It's gonna be
Is
Bob.
that gonna be like an acronym or just?
See, I was thinking about that, but I think just because you want to know my real name so bad, it's just gonna be
It's
Bob.
gonna be Bob for like a year, and then he's gonna come out and be like, "It's Kyle."
It's actually Kyle. I've been writing
That's great. No, I wasn't planning on sharing my backstory so early, but I was trying to convince these guys. And if you want, you can watch the previous ones. The last
Okay,
one,
yeah, I'll look.
the last,
I'll see what
the
was
editing
popping.
sucks on them, but you could just put them on fast playback and just listen to them and get through it.
The
and
first
then,
one's like 3.5 hours.
and then they get longer from there. But I shared my backstory because it was going to progress the story. Like I decided I had to convince. I had to
Can I have
convince.
the cap though?
Like caps?
I collect
That's
caps.
my hat.
I collect caps. I think I'm gonna make it. I'm just gonna make something out of them. I'm just collecting a lot, and then yeah. What?
You want some corks?
No. But I'm gonna
It's
start.
a good thing, I think.
If you guys are still gonna start buying bottles like throughout all these Tuesdays. I'm gonna start bringing a little like crate, and everybody's gonna have to put the bottle caps in them, and I'm gonna square up with you if you don't give me your bottle cap.
Well, I normally bring a bottle of wine, but I'll give you the quarter.
I'll take it the court.
Yeah, you can give her the quarter.
All right, I'm gonna pause this now.
Yeah.
Break time.
So,
I need a tweet. Can we just like
Go ahead.
2 more minutes?
Yeah. Do what you gotta do.
I gotta get paid.
well, either way, while all that was going on and away from Bob, I was gonna try to talk to Gabriel.
Yeah.
See if I can get something out of him. So you said you were standing outside,
Yeah.
right? So I'm gonna go back outside the store because I don't get anything from here. I might go buy that food cart, but either way. Just try to figure out, so where's your head at? You haven't said much. Are you, and you didn't take the coin, so,
I don't need money.
okay, are you along for the ride?
I don't know why I keep letting her talk me into stuff, but yeah.
Okay. Is that just because she's so charming, or do you have a motivation to be here too?
I don't know.
It's the job. Okay. You're not Mr. Kitrill.
Nope.
But hey, glad to know you're gonna be along for the ride.
Just keep that thing out
Are
of
we
the way.
still at the?
And I come walking up with my half-eaten turkey leg.
Where'd you find food?
There's a cart down around the corner there.
It's like me.
How much did that cost me, by the way? Turkey leg.
Oh, for the turkey leg?
Gobble gobble.
Careful. Sorry.
Copper?
I need to plug in. Yeah, for a turkey leg, it's like 2 copper. I mean, it's not that expensive.
That's like a
Sorry
food
about
truck
that. Yeah.
already made.
okay.
Like I can't take that along on the journey with us. Try to take a couple days worth of food. I mean, I still got rations, so I got a lot of rations.
You are a hunter, aren't you?
True.
Supposedly.
Work smarter. not
Allegedly.
harder. Work smarter, not harder.
I come out
We
of
got
the
an
store.
oven over here. You can just sneeze.
Or sign his name.
I come out of the store
That's
with
canon.
my book and I'm all excited.
I'm just following you. I'm like looking over your shoulder, like looking at the Smutty novels, and be like, like doing like, oh.
And there's no pictures.
There's
It's
not.
it's just like it's like
Oh, there's not.
It's an
Oh, it's
actual,
because I'm
it's
like
an actual
pic-
novel.
Yeah.
It's enough.
no, it's yeah, no. There's no pic. It's like a poorly bound, crappy leather, crudely stitched.
Hey, I rolled a nat
wording.
20 though. It's really saucy, right?
Oh, it's very
Oh no,
saucy.
no,
She's healing people now.
it's super
Oh,
saucy.
shit.
Like
She
there's
just
like
wasted his
Okay, then I
spell.
look over your shoulder and see saucy words, and I'm like, oh.
there's acid where acid doesn't belong. You know.
What are your languages, by the way?
It's common, the lizard one, and then the mon. Hold on.
Oh, you took Minotaur.
Oh yeah, it's common, draconic,
Draconic. Yeah, I figured
Draconic,
she
and
could
Minotaur.
Oh, that's right. Lizard folk do speak Draconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Don't you speak
Alright,
that too?
so,
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're all coming out of the
So
store
now you
and
can't
we're all
talk
hanging
about
out.
me in that language
Well,
behind my back.
Well, he doesn't know that. Well, no, you would know.
I would know
Yeah.
that.
you would,
I
yeah.
assume we're good to go then.
Let's go to that farm then, guys. We walking out of Fairguard and going.
Any objections?
We are walking out of.
We're walking out of the south gate.
Is it okay? Yeah.
It's right here.
And we walk back past the weary traveler.
So we're coming out right here.
And
We're coming out
filled
right
up my
here.
Oh
flask.
yeah, I bet. Right here.
And we're heading to this farm over here.
Okay.
And it's a 3-hour walk.
3-hour walk.
So
So we start walking.
So it's everybody's passive perceptions.
10.
12.
Not
Oh,
passive.
passive? My bad.
She just wanted to roll.
I know I did. It's plus
9.
one.
No, you're passive.
Oh,
So if you
wait.
look right here.
Oh,
passive,
11. Okay, okay.
mine's 13.
13? Because you guys average out to about
9.
11. Yeah. So you guys are good.
Because I'm
Bless you.
Just
Thank you. Sorry.
chicks always sneeze in threes.
Well, thank you.
Pretty sure everybody does.
Huh?
I always sneeze in threes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say it, you did.
He did too.
I do too. I'm pretty sure most people sneeze in threes.
I don't.
I sneeze in one.
Well, aren't you just
One
Mr.
giant one.
Spell?
That's what I was gonna say. I just put it all out at
Like,
once.
it takes that. It takes stuff
Wolverine.
Yeah. One.
Sorry. Yeah, Wolverine.
Fair enough.
Anyway. So, yeah.
Okay. So you guys gonna head to the farm?
Yeah.
Yes.
So as you get to this farm, it's not a massive farm. You know, it's kind of what you would expect. There's no orchards. It's just farmland. There's a couple of goats.
I'm just checking on time. So we went to general
So-
stores at like 10 when we left. So now
Yeah, so it's about 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Still have plenty of time.
Is it with, it's an N-E-U-T-R.
Control your alignment.
And
No, yeah.
N-E-U.
Sorry, fun fact about me, I'm super bad at spelling.
N-E-U-T-R-A-L.
T-R-A.
Oh yeah, Doug's a fucking tutor, by the way, so we're covered on all that shit.
Well, I'm an academic tutor, but
I don't know what that.
I don't have enough experience to be a fucking tutor.
Oh. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right here, come on. It's pretty goddamn good.
I got
Took me a second. Alright, so it's about 1 p.m. You guys are approaching this farm. It's not a huge farm. You see a couple of goats, you see some sheep. You know, kind of what you would expect.
Right.
You know, out of a basic farm. And you see a couple of people working in the fields. And this is prime time work here time.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So,
I walk up and say, howdy! And go find
Howdy?
the first.
Say, is
How
there
many
like
people
a-
are out there?
Is there like a
Mini Pearl style.
like
There's a few people.
a barn or a structure or something that would lead us to where the
so if you look, so
This
as you
farm
approach,
is
yeah, you see the fields, and you see in the background there's a house,
right.
there's a barn, right? I mean, it's not like super
But we would assume that's where the
ornate. It's basic,
overseer
Right.
person of this farm would be.
right?
So I'm gonna start heading that way because that's probably who we need to talk to.
Well, I'm.
So there's a path
Yeah.
down to the house between the fields, if you want to do that.
I'm gonna go straight up to the workers.
Okay.
We can always split up. That's
Yeah,
fine.
we could split up. I'm gonna go to the workers.
Okay, so let's do this real quick.
How do we do splits?
So what we're gonna do is, what are you doing?
I'm
do you
gonna go
do?
straight up to the workers because I have a feeling like they're the workers.
Okay.
They work here, yeah.
I'm gonna go to the house and
Okay.
talk to the owner.
Okay, Bob.
So we're at a farm and we're just like figuring out what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's gonna go
I
talk
guess
to the
I'll
field
just kind of
worker.
like. I guess I'll just kind of like look around, see if any suspicious activities going on. Just kind of observe.
Okay, make an investigation check.
With the 20.
Yeah, D20 plus your investigation.
11 and
That's what I'm talking about.
plus
Maybe
2,
that's
so
what-
13.
13. Okay. You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
I mean, as far as you can tell, you're not used to human civilization, so everything looks kind of weird to you. But nothing looks
But nothing
particularly
looks like.
suspicious. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So what would you like to do? Are you just gonna stand there?
No. I mean, I guess I'll just
Okay.
try and find some other person to talk to. Like, you said you're going to talk to farmers?
I'm walking up to the farmers who are out there, and I'm just gonna say, hey, how's it going?
Okay, so
Yeah.
don't start that
I
yet, 'cause
know.
we're not done.
Okay, I guess I'll talk
You're
to.
going to the farm workers. He's
Yeah.
going to the house.
I'll go. Is there more farm workers? I assume it's a really big farm.
It's not. It's a
It's
small farm.
not. Oh.
There's like 3 people working the field.
And you're going to talk to. I don't know. I guess I'll go with you then.
Okay. Citro?
Anywhere that thing's not.
You're gonna go with
I
Silver?
noticed that.
I'll go with Silver.
Vitamin?
I was gonna go with silver too.
Okay. So you 3 are going to the house.
Yeah.
You 2 are going to the field workers.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna let you 2 go first.
So I walk right up, and are the three
As they're
kind of-
talking, you guys are walking up to the house. So you're not part of this.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So are they close enough together that I can talk to all 3 of them?
So they're kind of spread out. So
Okay.
there's a path that goes down between the fields to the house.
Yeah.
There's 2 off to your left and there's 1 off to your right.
I'll go toward the 2 that
Okay.
are together, and I'll walk up and say, "Hi, I'm Viridian. We're coming from Fairguard. We're investigating, the bandits."
Okay, so one of them stands up and he's a, average height, average
Just an old average Joe.
looking, exactly, yes. Just an average Joe. Standing there
Not
and
an average Bob, but an average Joe.
he leans on his hoe. And
What's her name?
huh?
I knew that was coming.
I knew it was as soon as I said it. Yeah, I was waiting. I wanted him to repeat it just for fun. And he kind of leans on his farming implement, his tool.
Rein it in.
Wolverine!
I'm not saying he's doing it.
And he looks at you and he's a pretty basic looking guy, right?
Basic as fuck.
And he's just not unfriendly, but just kind of neutral.
Yeah.
Kind of, who are you? What do you do?
Well, hi.
And then you notice the other guy that was working is kind of taking a step and kind of observing
Yeah.
now.
So I just walk up and say, "Hi, I'm Viridian. I'm here with this group. We're investigating the bandits and the slavers going on in the area. I know that this was kind of the last place hit."
As soon as you say group, he looks over and he sees these guys walking up to the house, and he just no, and he takes off. Like no, and so this guy's gonna approach you. No, what are you guys doing?
We were hoping to talk to somebody about.
Well, you can talk to me. Where are you going?
Who's in charge?
We were sent.
I am.
Perfect. You're the person we're looking for.
Yeah. Okay. What's
I follow.
okay?
We were sent down from Fairguard to investigate the attack that you guys. Apparently, some bandits came through here and took some people and attacked your farm.
Yeah.
They've paid us to come investigate. So
Who did?
The council of Fairguard.
Who on the council?
Vidal and Will Harvest.
Okay. That's why you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, we've had a couple of attacks in the area. We've only had 1 attack on my farm, and they took my wife and they took my kids.
What are their names?
So the farmer's name is Simon. His wife's name was Eliska. Eliska. Eliska.
That's pretty.
And his son's name was Tancred.
Tancred?
Tancred. Tankred.
And these people were taken?
Really? Really? You're gonna?
I said that under my breath. Silently judging his parenting.
All right.
choices.
Everything you do is a disadvantage now.
Well, can I at least roll a stealth check to see if he even heard it?
At disadvantage? 'Cause I heard it.
Come on.
I came up with the name, you asshole.
Cool.
He just wants to be tankered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Tancred.
No, I get what you're saying. He's a drunk. He
Exactly.
wants a tanker.
Yeah.
Okay, so so it's Simon, and then his associate is Thorfinn, actually it'd be Torfin, Thorfin. Torfin.
DH is silent.
Is somebody else talking shit? I'll throw disadvantages. And then Irma, E-R-M-A. Irma is the other
The other one,
associate.
Farmer and Tor, King of Hammers.
Yeah. So his wife and his kids were taken. It's been about a week and a half. So about 9-10 days since that occurred. That's why he was kind of sketchy about you guys approaching the house, because there's nobody, nobody in the house. And he's trying to work this land and he has no idea what to do. He honestly has no clue what to do
Well,
about
he's
this.
down to.
He's just a fucking farmer, right?
Did so the council told us this happened at night.
Yep.
Do you have any idea where they went? Did they do anything other than take your wife and son?
Yeah, they stole a couple bags of grain. You know, and they took the people.
Were they on horseback? Were they
No
riding?
idea. No idea. We don't keep watch around here because we didn't think we needed to. There was nobody watching. I woke up and shit was missing and my family was missing. That's all I know.
And no indication about what direction they went afterward.
No, I couldn't find anything.
No tracks.
I couldn't find anything. Fair Guard sent a couple of guards out to look and investigate. They couldn't find anything either.
It's like a week and a half. There's probably nothing to find, but I'm gonna try to see if I can find any kind of tracks
Okay.
as far as the direction they may have headed in.
So he's gonna take you to the house. He's gonna take you around the back of the house
Okay.
to where he suspects they would have, because the house didn't look like it was broken into, right? It's like they just disappeared.
Okay.
So he's gonna take you around the house. So if you want to do like a survival check for tracks,
I would like to do that as well, or
Okay.
help him do it.
Would that be
So you-
survival or investigation?
that would be
I'm
you
looking
can do
for tracks.
whichever is higher. You
Okay.
can do whichever is higher.
Okay. So
And now,
you're-
and
are
real
you
quick,
roll-
do you want to roll separate or do you want to give him advantage?
Okay.
All work together.
I've got
I'll
plus
give him
two.
advantage.
I've got
Okay.
plus 2 investigation.
So you roll with advantage.
Okay. Okay. 14.
All right, I'm going to give you one more because you're not just searching one spot. You're searching around the house. I'll give you one
roll.
more.
Okay. 14.
14 total. Okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
No tracks.
It doesn't even look like, outside of normal operation on the windows and the door, it doesn't look like there's anything unusual here.
I should have prepared that spell. Okay. Prior to this attack, were there any other strange occurrences? Any other things disappearing?
Nothing out of the ordinary, no. I mean, things have been pretty. I mean, I've heard about people at other farms having problems, but here specifically, no. This is the first time we've had an issue.
What about the farms off to the east?
To the east,
Yeah.
he would know of 3 farms that have had issues in the past. Now, remember, this has been about a 6-month period.
Right.
Do we know which ones? Do you have the names of those farms? We can possibly,
I can make them up as you go. I don't have anything set in stone yet, but I can do it.
it's all good.
Can you? We've taken on this investigation from the council. Can you give us a description of your wife and son in the event that we can find them and we can
Okay.
identify them?
His wife is pretty standard Viking stock. You know, she's about 5'9", larger bone, blonde. You know, pretty standard. His kids are 8 and 10.
What's the
We
other
only
kid?
got one kid.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
it was
Tank.
Yeah, I know,
It's
because nobody
taken.
asked.
There was two children taken.
Yes, there
Yeah.
were 2 children taken. There was a son and a daughter.
He did say just his little son.
So his wife. Okay, so this was the wife. Oh, give me 1 second. I just have a fucking list of names. Okay, he's a field hand. Okay, this was a son. He's a field hand. And Jacqueline was his daughter.
How do you spell it?
Spelled the usual way.
Jackklyn.
Not Jake Well.
And so they're 8 and 10.
They're 8 and 10. The son is the oldest.
Okay. So they've all.
How old's the wife?
So Simon and his wife are both they're early 40s.
Ooh, old.
Yeah, they're super old. They're on their deathbed.
In this era, probably so.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, farmhands they probably.
well, historically, actually, it's weird, but okay, I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah, Wolverine.
I've got a whole thing on that actually that I've read. It's fascinating. So the kids are Tancred is the son. He's 10. You know, your standard little blonde-haired 10-year-old boy. Jacqueline's 8. She actually has darker hair. It's more running towards auburn. Auburn.
We're working with pedophiles now.
Okay, so I thought I'd make this clear. If we have any pedophiles in this group, you can just fucking leave. I heard that word and I don't like it.
Boop, boop, boop.
Okay.
It's burning wood.
We're
Oh,
cleansing.
I'm just asking what the hell that was. God damn, you got all defensive.
What's this in there?
Good.
I'm thinking.
Oh, that smells good. Yeah,
I
damn.
love that shit.
Oh, God. So what are we gonna do?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to maybe see if Thorfinn might know something. See what little.
Okay, so you're gonna go talk to Torfin?
Yeah, Thorfinn.
I'm
Ain't
gonna
you silent?
just keep looking around and see if there's some sign of something. I mean, there's
Okay,
gotta be
so-
some clues.
All right, so you're gonna go talk to
I'm
Torfin.
gonna talk to Irma.
You're gonna talk to Irma. Okay. You're gonna keep searching around the area.
I'm gonna keep investigating.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask this farmer if there's any adder's tongue around that I might be able to find.
Okay. What are you gonna do, Bob?
Wait, was there another person? I didn't get all the names of the
I know.
farm
Yeah.
people.
3.
There's,
So Badamir's going to talk to Torfin, I'm going to talk to Irma, so that's who's
The
left.
2 farmers.
oh,
The
okay,
person
that's
we've
all
been
that
talking
fuck-
to is Simon. It was
Okay,
just-
so I guess, are you looking by the house?
I'm looking around the house since that's where they were taking from.
So what's your so how far is your range that you're gonna
I'm
do?
probably gonna at least look at a 50-foot perimeter around the
Okay.
house
So what do you want to do?
to see if I can see
I'll
any
look
kind
more
of tracks or
towards
anything.
the crops and stuff.
Okay.
I assume there's like a.
So yeah, I mean, if you look at it
Oh yeah, where were the grains taken, Simon?
from the barn, which is it's
Oh,
about
there's a barn?
yes.
There, too, yeah.
So the barn is about 30 feet from the house,
Okay.
right? They're built next to each other, but there's about 30
Yeah.
foot
Yeah,
gap.
small gap.
So you're gonna search around that area. You're
Right,
gonna go out into the
about
field and do
50
some
foot
searching. Okay, so I'm gonna have you make
Split up.
investigation or survival, whichever is higher. Same for you. So D20.
15.
15, okay.
17.
17, okay. So I'm gonna hold off on that for right now.
Okay. Sorry, quick outside question to you.
Yep.
Now that I'm upset that I didn't prepare this, having been that it's been a week and a half since this occurred, if I had used detect magic, would it have been too long to see anything?
For what?
Because it sounds like they just disappeared. So if I used the detect magic spell,
You can still try because you're still in the area.
okay. Well, I haven't prepared it, so I have to wait until
Oh,
tomorrow.
well, no, you can't do it.
I have
Okay.
to wait until tomorrow at the earliest.
So I'm not gonna tell you anything.
Okay.
I almost got detect magic and I could just do it.
Yeah.
Because
I
you
just
don't
didn't-
have
I
it and you're
didn't-
not doing it, I can't give you any
I didn't
information.
prepare it, so we might have to go
Okay,
back
so
tomorrow.
you're gonna talk to
I'm gonna talk to
Irma?
Irma. So I'm gonna walk over because Irma's just kind of.
So Irma is, she's aged. You know, she got brown hair, heavily streaked with gray. She looks like she's been around the block.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, I'm Viridian.
And she just kind of keeps
Yeah.
going.
Did you
She's winning.
did you see or hear anything that night?
She just
when they were
keeps
taken?
doing what she's doing.
Can I
Almost like she doesn't even notice you.
just like walk right in front of her and be like, I know things have been hard lately. Can I grab a farming tool and start helping her out?
Yeah,
You're
absolutely
so
can.
nice. Like, what's going on
Yeah.
here? Why are you so, like, nice?
You can.
Everybody else is being, like,
Uh,
assholes.
make a performance. We'll call it a performance.
Performance?
Yeah,
Okay.
To see how this work goes.
Okay. Ah, motherfuck. So I got a fucking 6.
Okay, so you just start
About as
farming
good as your
alongside her.
performance
Yeah.
You pick up. You don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
You just pick up a scythe and you start.
Stabbing the ground.
Yeah.
I'm
Damn, you
trying.
cut off my leg.
And as you're doing it, she just reaches out and grabs it and stops you. And you're trying to pull away, and she, like, it's like stone.
I let go.
When you let go, she just goes back, she bends down, and just starts picking again. She's not even, doesn't even notice you.
Can I try to persuade her to help me out?
You
Irma,
can try.
I'd really love
You can try.
to help out. I know things are hard now. So I'd love to help you out. Roll a persuasion check with advantage. So that is a 16.
She just keeps ignoring you.
Okay. Well, I give up and I
Yeah, so
walk
you
back
Must have been pretty
over.
high.
You were going to talk to Torfin?
How far
sir.
away? Sorry, real quick. How far away is Irma from the house where I'm doing my investigation?
It's good 65 feet.
Eye shot though. In daytime, I can see.
Yeah, you can see.
I can see her feeling miserable.
But
so I can
you're
just-
focusing on what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, you're investigating.
Vladimir?
Yeah, so I lumber over to Torfin.
Okay, so Torfin is, it's about 20, late 20s. He's got, shorter blonde hair, kind of what you would think. So if you were to imagine like a hipster in the, in the Viking area, this is just,
I don't know if I can do that, but
yeah. Like he really doesn't look like he's even taking his job seriously. You know what I mean?
yeah, all right.
His hair is like
retort on millennial.
this ridiculous cut that doesn't make sense. He's got he's got the little soul patch, but that's it. He just looks like a little
A
hipster.
little
Gotcha.
rebellious.
Well, some of those Viking kids had weird hair.
Yeah.
You ever seen the show?
I love that
As long
show.
as it's not a
I love that show.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What show?
Ice as bad as Wolverine.
Oh.
It's super good.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
So I lean in and, I introduce myself. Say, look, Torfin, we're curious. We're doing this investigation, and I just got the feeling that maybe you might know something. You're just not saying much.
He's gonna like honestly, Vladimir, I'm Torfin. Honestly, I've only been out here about 2 weeks. I really don't know what's going on in this area. I kind of wandered in from Herson, and I was just looking for work. So yeah, I come in, I do my job, I go to bed.
Do you have any run-ins with harpies?
What?
Harpies.
Fuck no! I never goddamn harpies. No.
Well, we came from that area too. We ran into a lot of them.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues with anything like that. No.
All right. Well, I'm not getting much from it, so I'm good. I'm not even gonna roll for a second.
Okay.
I don't think there's much there.
So your investigation was 17.
17.
As you're kind of scanning the ground, and this is gonna take your guys' interactions only took about 20 minutes, right?
Sure.
You're gonna take about an hour to investigate, and same with Bob. It's gonna be about an hour. Well, actually, no, yours is gonna be about 2 hours because you're a much larger
Yeah.
And you're in the barn?
range. No, she's in the fields.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you do notice, I mean, you're getting down deep, right? You're really
Right.
checking, like turning over every stone. There's some straight Sherlock Holmes shit going on. And you actually do notice going. So you guys are here.
Right.
Right there.
I want to say going northwest.
Okay.
You do notice, you're not sure, but you notice some scuff marks that look funny.
Okay.
You're not sure if this is anything or not,
Okay.
but given your background and given your experience, you kind of like, that catches your attention.
Okay.
Bob, as you're out there searching the fields, it's kind of the same scenario. You pick up on something, but it's on the completely opposite end of the farm. So you know something going northwest, or as far as you can tell. You're on the east, the due east on the farm, Bob. And you just kind of pick up on, it's very vague, but it's kind of like that leaf right there, I don't think it's supposed to grow that way. You know what I mean? It's one of
Okay.
those super vague things. But it does catch your attention. And what are you doing, Kirill?
I asked if the farmer, if there's any places I might find adder's tongue around.
Okay, so you wanted to get some adder's tongue, and he's going to tell you actually, yeah, it's actually it's not like super common, but it's a relatively common herb in the area. So you could probably, he doesn't have any himself, but you could probably pick some up pretty easily.
That's
in
what
the
I'll go
area.
do.
Yeah.
Okay, so well,
So make a survival check.
20, not that.
Dirty 20. Yeah, you actually manage. So you spend while they're doing this, I'm gonna say 2 hours. You manage to get enough for 3 healing potions.
if I have an extra hour while Bob is searching around the bar.
And you can, if you set yourself up right. It takes 6 hours to make a potion. If you set yourself up right, you can do 3 at once. It's not like you have to do one at a time. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna give one healing potion's worth to the farm.
Okay, so you have enough for 2. So you donate 1 to Simon, which raises your reputation with Simon pretty good.
So if I have an extra hour after I'm done, I was gonna talk to Viridian and Vadimir and see where they got with the other 2, which
Okay.
I already know because we said
So we
you tell
chatted,
me.
yeah.
So as you're talking, Simon is there, and he's going to mention Irma. Is not all there.
Gotcha. Does she not?
Simon's dad started this farm. Simon cannot remember a time when Irma was not there. And that's basically what she does. She gets up in the morning, she goes out and works, and she goes to bed.
So it's not a language barrier.
It's like, yeah, as far as he knows, nobody's ever actually communicated with this
So
woman.
she's like Hodor. She doesn't even say Hodor.
Do you know possibly?
Sorry.
Does she possibly speak another language other than Common?
He has no idea.
Yeah.
He has no idea.
For the fuck of it, I'm gonna go over to Irma because I speak quite a few. What does Irma look like? Is Irma also just a Viking person?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, she's aged,
Weathered.
Sorry.
Weathered.
Right.
She's
But,
been around the block.
dark brown. Yeah.
but still,
She's been around
a
the block.
Viking.
Yeah.
Viking individual. So I mean,
She looks like every human you've seen in this area. She looks similar.
I mean, it's a long shot, but I'm gonna walk up to Irma and in Elvish say hello, see if she responds.
So she keeps working, but you can see she kind of.
Twitches a little bit.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna keep in Elvish.
What are you saying?
In Elvish, I'm gonna continue kind of the same line of questioning as, did you see anything about what happened when Liska and Tancred and Jacqueline were taken in Elvish.
Okay. So as she keeps going,
Okay.
make. Roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier.
Which is a whole whopping 0.
Okay, just roll a d20 then.
14.
Okay, so as you're working, as you're talking and she's working, you start seeing these brief. It's almost like a shadow puppet play. You start seeing like these brief shadows
Okay.
popping up. It's not in your head, it's actually in front of you.
Okay.
But they're really brief. And it's you're kind of questioning what's happening.
Okay.
But what you're seeing is you see these shadows kind of pop out of nowhere. And they're moving, and again, it's like in and out, in and out, in and out. Right? It's not like a
But,
continuous.
Like around Irma.
Well, it's not like a movie. It's like you'll see a shadow and then it stops and then you'll see it appear again in a different position. Does that make sense?
Kind of, yeah.
So you see these large hunched figures with long arms. And they kind of pop in and out. And then you see, again, them going the opposite direction, and you see two smaller, more regular sized looking figures following them.
Okay.
Does only he see this?
Only he sees this.
But
Can
this is around, like in the vicinity of Irma.
Yeah, while you're questioning her, you ask her if she saw what happened to the kids, and this is what you see.
Okay.
Psychic or something. My bad.
I'm not sure what to do with that.
And
Shadow weapons.
only he sees this. Nobody's close enough to observe this.
I'm gonna call over whoever's around me. I know you're looking for stuff, so
We've just been talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna call over Viridian and Vladimir and see if they also witnessed
So let me
this.
use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Be right back.
Okay.
Check this out for a second.
Yep.
Yeah, at this. Oh, sorry. Good.
This is what I put in there. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Clickety clack.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hard rock.
Yeah, if you bring that up, yeah, you can bring that up. 'Cause that's your background.
Right.
Yeah.
So that works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So it's just something.
How does that mean though? It says in addition, I can go find fresh water and food for myself and up to 5 other people
Yep.
every day.
Yep.
Dope.
So that just gives them like what advantage to his gathering?
So no, what that means is he can automatically find
Oh, perfect.
enough food for 1 day's rations for the entire party.
Dope. Vladimir's
Yeah.
always hunting.
Dope.
It says provided the land offers berries,
True.
small game, water, and so forth.
Right. But he can.
Member
he-
berries.
So
Member
he,
berries.
he doesn't even have to roll
Member.
on that. He just automatically can find it.
Awesome.
Gotcha. Cool. So
You've
I've
called
called
us over.
I've called them over to see if they see this little shadow thing around
Okay.
Irma.
Do I see it?
No.
No. I can't even roll perception. I just don't see it.
Okay. So then I'm just gonna. Does Vladimir see it?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm on this weird train of thought. I haven't been able to make this work many times before, but I'm gonna try. I don't know what these shadows are,
Mm.
but I'm going to very non-aggressively just touch Irma on the shoulder and cast Cure Wounds and
Okay.
see if that does anything.
Okay.
So,
So you use
I'm
your
gonna
Cure
that,
Wounds.
I'm gonna use that spell slot.
So roll. What is the? What's the roll?
It's just touch, and then it's
Yeah,
1d8,
but no, but you
1d8
roll-
healing points.
So you roll a d8.
So okay, so +2, that's 9. 9 points of healing.
She just keeps going.
Okay, so she's not hurt by this.
Question to DM, am I hearing anything while this is going on? As I look at this woman.
Make a wisdom saving throw. That's good. See, that's a good question.
So wisdom. Okay. Fucking natural 1 + 2.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Natural 1 plus jack shit.
A natural jack plus shit.
Exactly.
Jack just left town.
I'm gonna keep probing in Elvish. I feel like something is going on here.
Yeah, so what do you want to
This
say?
time.
I'm gonna ask Irma, was she awake the evening when this happened? Did she see these bandits? Did she see which direction they headed in? And see if this changes the effects of these shadows or if she responds.
You see the exact same
Same thing.
shadow play out.
A Neanderthal shadow.
It's
and
about a
some
30-second clip.
Okay. I'm not getting anything out of this. I guess last ditch effort. I'm gonna try the same line of questioning in Infernal. See if that gets me anywhere.
Nothing.
Nothing. Huh. I don't think any of these other
It
languages.
appears she only responds when you speak,
When I speak
in
Elvish. Does anybody else speak Elvish? Maybe you can help me here.
No. Let me.
I mean, you can talk to your compatriots and
Right, that's fine.
explain.
So-
I'm
has he
asking,
told
and
us-
I've told them what I've seen
Okay.
as far as this shadow play that's going on, and I don't exactly know what's going on. And now they've seen me try to cast Cure Wounds, so.
Am I still looking at the farmland? Or am I here?
That's up to you. You've done your search on the
Oh,
farmland, so it's up to
okay.
you where you're at now.
I guess I'm with you
Just
guys
join
now.
it.
Just
Okay.
joining it.
So this is,
And I'm
so
ex-
I'm gonna say what we did, you got here at 1 PM, 2 hours, 3
Couple
PM.
hours searching.
I'm gonna say you guys are about almost 4 PM at this point.
Can I do something?
Yes.
So he's explained what he's seeing,
Mm-hmm,
and she's still not responding.
mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast my minor illusion cantrip and try to make an image similar to what he's described, one of these figures. It's obviously smaller,
Okay,
but move it in front of her
okay.
and see if she reacts to this image that he's described.
I'm gonna say do an Arcana check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Or performance, whichever's higher.
Okay.
At disadvantage though.
Okay. Definitely performance at disadvantage. Motherfucking fuckhole.
Great, maybe I-
6. I got 6.
Six.
Just on TV yesterday.
As far as you can tell, there's no
reaction.
Everybody can see the little shadow show you make, but she doesn't seem to have any reaction.
Okay.
reaction to it.
And she's actually, I mean, whatever she's doing, you guys aren't farmers, you don't know exactly what she's doing, but she
Right.
keeps going. Apparently she's doing something.
Even past this point, because by 4 PM,
She just keeps moving.
they'd probably be calling it quits for the day at this point, yeah?
No.
Most farmers, no?
No, they work all day.
Oh, no, you work until just after
sundown.
sunset.
Yeah.
That's fair, that's fair.
So sundown
Simon's
is
already
about
told us
6
everything he
6
knows about
PM.
this woman.
So you still got 3 hours before she's even gonna stop, as far as you know.
So, I did see,
Thank you.
I don't wanna say tracks necessarily, but some signs maybe that we might be needing to go towards the northwest. Bob,
Oh,
did you see anything
no,
around the bar?
sorry, I'm like writing it down. I also saw something a little suspicious towards the east by the fields over there. A little something suspicious. Some plants are growing just a tad bit weird.
Do we? So I'm obviously not a tracker like you guys, but I mean, maybe they came from one direction and left the other.
Well, you say
Right about now,
this,
Kit Roll's gonna be walking up,
so the
giving wild
slavers,
birth to this thing.
the slavers you killed
Yes.
were to the southeast
East.
of here.
Yes.
So it's possible that the bandits that sold you to those slavers may have made a loop around, maybe from the corners, and have started heading west.
Yeah.
You say you found that in West?
I found it looked like
Northwest.
something heading northwest.
So,
I think maybe it's getting
Maybe
close
they
to
came
sundown.
from the east and went like
That's,
came.
that's what I'm thinking,
Okay.
and I know that northwest of here is
Perkin.
Perkin, but my suggestion right now, we head back to Fairguard, maybe regroup. We come back here at first light tomorrow. There's a couple other things I want to look at, but I need to get some rest. And then maybe, depending on what other signs we might find, maybe start heading northwest towards Perkin and see what else we can find.
I agree. I think that's a good plan, but I wish it wasn't so far out of the way. I think it would be a really good idea to go back to where I killed the slavers and see if we can at least get some proof of slavery so that we can get the rest of the 100 gold.
Well,
How
that's
far
not what
away
they're
is
looking
that,
for
though?
proof of. They're looking for proof of the bandits.
No, they said proof of slavers, proof of
Slavery.
bandits. Yeah. So
Well,
we might find something. I was really out of my head trying to get out of there, so there might be something, and the bandits might have returned there.
do you know about how many days travel from this farm to where that place is?
Do I know that, Dan?
Because it looks on the map, it looks like it's closer than Perkin.
Yeah, it's definitely closer than Perkin. We can make it there faster, but it will be out of our way. So this is why I'm putting it to the group, because it looks like the bandits may have gone this way,
So
but
go
I
the
think that
opposite
we
direction.
might find some good information there. We might find some proof. We might find something that could help us, or not. So that's why I'm putting it to the group.
That's a week travel.
A week travel.
Yeah.
And then
what? How far to Perkin?
To Perkin?
That doesn't seem right.
yeah, and we
It took
don't.
us 3 days to get from the
Okay,
corners
so-
to.
That is true.
I don't
It
know
took
if
us 3
everybody
days.
remembers when I said this is not built to scale.
That's true. It did.
Alright.
It did take us 3 days from here to here. Though.
I don't have the
But,
scale
again,
built
not to
properly
scale,
yet
So,
on
Could
the
it-
map.
so
Did
the
that-
corners are technically closer. So you're.
So what
more down
I'm
here.
so what I'm doing is I'm doing travel that makes sense for the story.
Okay.
I have not built a map perfectly to scale yet.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to be
And we
you have
kind
to
of
bear
guessed
with me a
this
little
stuff.
bit here.
Right.
too,
Wait,
so, yeah.
You have to
so
bear
it's
with me a
more
little bit.
Here-ish.
Okay.
And then to Perkin.
Yeah, to Perkin is about 5 days.
So perk in about 5 days. Could we say it's a, Dan? Would it be? Could we say it's a week travel there and back?
No, it's
No,
one
it's-
way.
it's a week, one way.
Okay.
So
What more are you gonna learn from this farm tomorrow that you haven't already learned today?
I think there's some traces, and I don't know. Maybe you can help. I know you said you're not a.
So that also means it's about 6 days travel to Alphos from here.
Okay.
Okay. You said previously you're not a studied necessarily magic user, but I don't know what it is. I woke up today and I felt different, and I feel like I'm sensing some kind of traces of magic around this farm, around Irma, around what's been going on. The fact that it seems that these people just disappeared without a trace. But I need to figure out how I can identify that unless you can assist.
I can try to see what I can see, but I'm not gonna make any guarantees.
That's
Do you
fine. I
detect
can't make
magic or
any.
anything? No?
I can't
Okay.
make any
The only
guarantees
thing I can
either.
do
I
is
just.
an Arcana check.
I
So
have-
what I am gonna say, I'm not going to, because nobody has detect magic.
He
No,
does.
that's
He
why I'm
just didn't
trying. That's why I'm
prepare
trying
it.
to go to sleep. So I can
That's what I'm
prepare.
saying. I'm not going to guarantee that it'll work
How about,
necessarily.
Either, yeah.
I just got an idea.
Yeah.
How about we ask Simon if we could maybe crash for the night?
Well, we're only.
Good idea.
In
We
the
can do
barn.
that.
I'll go talk to him.
We're only 3 hours from Fairguard, but we could
Here's my
also do
phone.
that.
Instead of going all the way back
I
and
mean, maybe see if maybe the bandits come
Okay,
back.
that's
Who
fine.
knows? I doubt it, but who knows?
yeah, I know, but I
You thought about trying to use that?
Hint, hint.
I was gonna text him, but I don't know where my phone is.
you're right.
So
I've been looking
I'll-
at
I'll
Divine
pose-
Smite all day.
I'll pose the
Forgot
I'll pose the
it's up
question
here.
to the whole group. Now that, because again, I woke up feeling strange today. I feel like there's some kind of magical aura, especially around Irma. I know nobody else can see it, so maybe I'm going crazy. But
You wanna try
Well,
that?
I got a weird feeling from
Yeah, I
Irma
wanna try.
too. I didn't see what you
course.
saw.
So you're gonna
Yeah.
use Divine Sense.
I am going to use Divine Sense.
Irma she's not evil, but she is definitely a fey creature.
Ah,
Fey creature.
that's why.
Fey.
She's of the fairy.
Oh. So Irma's a fairy.
Shut up.
Well,
don't
I
know
mean,
where
so
your
is
phone
Silver, so.
I have Fey ancestry.
No, it's just all the hoe and
I know.
like it just all rolls together in one.
What did I do with my phone?
I might be able to call you. Hold on.
The hell? I just had it. Swear to God, I did.
So is there anything else? Because it says I can.
Calling you.
And Faye is F-A-E.
F-E-Y.
Okay, we're
Thought I
spelled that
was.
way. So F-E-Y.
I'll be damned.
If I'm not mistaken, I have to
I
find it
thought it was
somewhere,
FEY.
but I have some kind of Fey ancestry, which would explain a lot.
Well, you can go both ways. I've seen it both ways.
I've seen it so many ways. Like if you
Well,
look at
in-
Celtic,
in-
it's the she.
In D&D, it's F-E-Y, fey.
F-E-Y.
Yeah.
Unless you're in the Fae room.
Okay.
Will somebody with a phone that's not?
Apparently, I do not have a phone anymore, because I
Will you
don't
call him?
know where the hell it went.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think I, other than Elvish, I
Damn,
don't
that's
see
That
any
also
other
scared
languages
me.
that trigger that.
We're all waiting for the ring.
Joe.
It's on your head.
Never mind.
Vibrating.
Yeah, it is.
Oh
Dead.
my
Okay,
God.
so we've learned that Irma is
She has
Of
some
the
kind of
Fae,
Fae
yeah.
ancestry.
She is some
What?
sort of fake.
Significance does that have though?
I don't
they're
know.
magical.
It might not have
They,
any. I mean, it might make sense why I can see this shadow game because I also have Fae ancestry.
So that would
why
just
she
mean-
responds to Elvish.
That was just my way of giving you a little hint.
Of that.
there's
is-
something going on.
That there might be something more here that you recognize.
Right. So with that being said, again, to the group, do you guys... It's only 3 hours back to Fairguard. We can go back to the Weary Traveler, get a drink, rest.
I might
come
be
back.
able to make some more gold when I'm there, or we could talk to Simon and see if we just want to crash here and get started in the morning. It's up to you.
Either way, we get started at first light and we're here by 8 a.m. and then we can move on relatively early, or we get started at 5 a.m. and move on even earlier.
So my question for everybody is, do we want to go to where I killed the slavers and see what we can find there, or do we want to leave that for later? And
So that's a week away
it's a week away.
from where we are now, or the town.
From where we are now.
Yeah.
Well,
So
essentially
it's basically the same
We're only
day.
3
Yeah.
hours away, yeah.
My thought, sorry, were you gonna go?
No.
Go ahead. My thought is no, we're gonna go
Yeah.
northwest.
I also think we should
But
go.
I think we
northwest.
should definitely stay here since he saw this vision and
I
Text
agree.
something.
I agree. Let's go talk to Simon. I just want to make sure that we do go back there because I killed those slavers after the bandits
I
left. So
agree.
the bandits might return there. So we might find some clues there. We might run into the bandits.
I
there.
agree with you, but
Yeah.
that was weeks ago and this
I agree.
was just,
That
this
was-
was more recent.
Well, that was months ago. You said it's been a couple months.
No, it's been 1 month
1
since I killed those slavers.
And left.
And the bandits took people 9 days ago, so they may have gone back to that same place to try to sell those people to the slavers.
Make a
But you killed
wisdom
them.
saving throw that at
You
me.
killed them all, you said.
Yeah, but the bandits didn't know that. So the bandits might have gone there to sell more people into slavery there.
I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you, and I don't think they would go back there.
I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
we know that that not a lot of people buy slaves in this area.
12?
But what do they do that in this? What area do they not do that at? Where
Like
were you
this
taken?
The whole region,
this
the
whole
country we're in.
region.
And then, so where were you taken at?
So I was taken down here and
Okay.
sold over here. I killed those slavers.
But see, okay, so yeah, you can't sell people in this whole area, but they still sold you there. So what's not to say they're not selling people
I'm
up here?
not disagreeing with you on that. I'm just saying that it's a possibility that they may have gone back there to sell more people.
Okay, so you're okay.
I'm not
They-
trying to tell people. I'm just
No.
putting this out.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Wow, goddamn.
She really threw it.
Oh, it's a 6.
It's a 6. You're dead set on going.
Okay.
I mean, you're arguing. I know you are, but you're dead set on going back to that at this point.
Right, and I just, and I know we shook on it, and I will, if you, all the signs right now, from what I found, and from what Bob found around the barn, everything's pointing northwest, the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Do you
I
want
will,
physical proof or do you want chase proof?
well, the only physical proof we have points northwest. I found signs around
But
the
there's
house.
a camp
It's-
that's actually real.
Hmm.
If you want the money,
Tell you what,
the easy 100.
let's figure out where we're gonna sleep, let's sleep on it.
So where you were taken, that's down south.
I was taken
Yeah.
way southeast.
And then we're here, or here.
We're here.
Okay.
I say we sleep on it,
Yeah.
figure it out in the morning.
I-
There's a couple other things I wanna look at this farm before we leave.
Yeah. I realize I'm getting a little emotional here. So I know there's some stuff going on at this farm. So let's go talk to Simon and see if we can stay here, and then we'll decide where we're going in the morning.
Hmm.
So can we go talk to Simon?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry.
Secret messages.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'm getting
I'm all about secret messages. Oh, door away!
Where do you guys wanna stay the night? you want to ask Simon
So,
if we can crash the
I
bar?
was just about to ask Simon.
Check your phone, Brianna.
Alright.
Oh, my phone is on airplane mode up there, but okay.
Okay, well, no.
Oh wait, no.
No?
I can check it on here. Is it a text?
Yeah, you can do that?
Oh.
Oh, that's sick.
Sorry.
Wait, it didn't load.
Okay, Nancy.
I responded to you, Bedman. No, it was what I initially said.
Was it a text?
Yes.
It didn't show up on here. It
Okay,
should-
well here, I'll just give it to you right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to, I know you're using your phone. So that's,
So where do you guys want to crash?
it's just that little voice in the back of your mind. That last one.
Ooh,
I know you'll sleep wherever. You're probably already asleep.
Not this time.
okay.
How you handle that is up to you.
So you said you were gonna go talk to Simon? Sorry.
Alvin and Theodore.
See what Simon says.
Shut the fuck up.
Come on.
Okay.
We don't have so much time now,
Yes,
guys.
so I'm gonna go talk to Simon, but I'm a little hesitant. I'm a little off, but I think that we should stay here for the night and then talk about where we're going in the morning. So
Okay.
I go up to Simon and I say, "Hey, Simon, we're gonna get started bright and early on this search, and we're really looking for Aliska and Jacqueline and Tank Grid. We're looking we're looking for them. Would you mind if we stayed in your barn for the evening? And then get started bright and early?"
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. With
I'm gonna offer him a piece of gold if that can assist.
Okay, so make
Offer-
a double advantage. So you get 3 rolls and take the highest.
I'm gonna offer him gold to let us
She
stay.
needs all the help today.
Apparently.
I've been rolling like shit, but I got a 17.
Okay,
So.
so he's gonna take the gold.
Alright?
Absolutely. And he's gonna offer you a spot in the barn. So you guys can crash in the barn with the goats and the sheep.
Cool.
It's fine.
It's not a huge barn. The barn is, it's like 15 by 12.
Perfect.
Not huge.
Does it have a loft?
You're loft.
Yes, there is a loft.
I call it a loft.
I'm glad you told me how long that was because I'm going to pull out my silver wire.
Ooh.
I'm going to take the
Ah,
wires
yeah.
and I'm going to trace the entire perimeter of the barn because it's
Okay.
got a 30-foot
So,
radius.
and you can use that as a ritual, correct?
I can, but I have a spell slot, so don't worry about going to
Okay.
sleep.
So, okay, so now, just remember, alarm only notifies you.
Right. But
Okay.
it will wake me up from a dead sleep
Yes,
though.
yes.
So,
Okay.
but since the barn's small enough, the range is 30 feet, so I'm gonna trace the whole barn
Okay.
with the silver wire. And
You have silver wire.
it didn't say I have to acquire it. It's just that's out.
Do you have an arcane focus? No.
No,
Do you have silver wire?
I
You
didn't.
cannot use alarm. I'm sorry, my
You
friend.
should
It
have
doesn't
grabbed
have
it
it
in
as
town.
but it doesn't say it as a requirement.
Yeah, it does.
Does it say material requirement?
Components, yeah, it does.
Yeah, so you have to have the silver wire.
So next time we're in Fairguard or Alphas, you've got to buy it.
Sorry, man.
I have 2 questions.
I didn't specifically
One,
read that, but I didn't think it
Did you
required.
already
a
check the
component.
barn? Did we
You
look in the
checked
barn?
the barn.
Well,
you said
no,
check
I
the
checked the
barn.
farmland.
Nobody's investigated the barn yet,
Okay,
no.
one,
So we can
okay,
do
one,
that.
I want to check the barn, and 2, I sleep better in water. Is there water around?
Yeah. There's a small irrigation duct.
What's an irrigation
For
duct?
like the farm,
So an irrigation duct is like literally, it's like maybe 1.5 feet wide. It's just to draw water from the river
I
to your
think
farmland.
lizard folk, they just sleep better if they're like somewhat submerged in
Right, you
water.
don't have to be.
Yeah, no. Okay, but anyways, I would like
It's
to
not
go
big
check
enough for
out
you
the
to sleep in.
barn.
Okay, so make an investigation check.
18.
It looks like sheep and goats sleep in here.
So there's
It
nothing
looks-
suspicious?
It looks pretty
Yeah.
goddamn safe, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, she rolled an 18.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel okay with that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's pretty goddamn good. Yeah.
So no alarm.
No alarm.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry, Matt.
something- so the
I should have
reason-
mentioned that to you
Yeah,
earlier.
because
It's my
I
fault.
didn't specifically read it about
That's
having
the
to acquire
thing.
the components.
I don't need.
Well, I know how the
Because I have an arcane
works. I
focus
just
works,
didn't. I didn't specifically read the components.
If
Not
you
acquired.
had an arcane focus, or if you specified you chose to use something you have as an arcane focus,
Can I do that as a ranger?
yes, you can, but you didn't do it.
I didn't. No.
And we should have talked about that earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm gonna call it as no go.
Okay, that's fine.
I just want to say something outside the game. So that's basically like a tripwire that wakes
Yeah,
you
yeah.
up.
It's a tripwire that mentally
Spell.
wakes me up even if I'm in a deep sleep.
Dude,
It's
that's
got-
super cool.
Dude, have you
For
seen
like-
Critical Role Campaign 2 yet? God damn.
That's why
I'm on it. I just saw it like
Wolverine.
third episode.
Let's go.
So what are we doing?
We're going to bed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up in the loft.
It's only
spend
like-
6 hours to
Yeah, it's only like 5
make
p.m.
2 healing potions.
Yeah, it's only like 5 p.m.
Okay, so you can
I'm
do two.
It's only
So
5
roll
p.m.
a.
Are we sleeping? Are you reading your snutty mom?
I gave.
Snotty
So
Bobble?
I'm assuming you have an. I gave you an herbalism kit.
Yep.
So you have. So you can add your proficiency to your rolls. This is going to be a nature or survival, whatever's higher, plus your proficiency bonus.
Survival for sure.
Or intellect. You can use intellect too, or intelligence.
Can I choose to look over
Just
your
use your
shoulder and read it
intelligence
with you?
bonus.
Yeah,
Whatever's
intelligence
higher.
higher either. So we'll do survival, which is +2, and I get +2 for my proficiency.
So just roll
17,
twice.
18, 19, 20,
So boom, 20.
21.
Yeah. Well, you got 2 healing potions now.
Okay.
Dope.
The basic, the 1d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get 1 and I get 1.
Okay,
Who,
cool.
who gets one?
Can I
Since I
use
had to
my
waste mine on
wanderer
Vladimir.
skill and go out and get food for everybody for tomorrow?
Absolutely, you can. Automatically, you get whatever. I mean, basic shit.
Whatever's around.
Yeah.
Not
So
bad.
everybody
we all-
has 1 day rations.
Should we add it or do we
Plenty
just
of
eat
them.
it?
I'll take
I'm assuming you just eat it. tonight.
Okay, so we're
Can
eating
I go
food.
with you? Because I like my food squirming when I eat it.
Out of character.
Yeah.
Make a survival check to find your own food. So a d20 plus your survival skill. Yeah, it's good.
Plus my okay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, my survival's -1, so it probably does matter.
No, you're still fine.
Okay.
That's a good roll. So yeah, I mean, you find a
Gollum
squirrel
over
and you're just kind of.
Just
Not
So,
And Vladimir's like, I don't even know how you're. She's swallowing this thing whole alive.
What was it?
A squirrel.
Squirrel.
You know, like you would expect a snake to do it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at least Kira lightnings it. You just.
No, 'cause she likes it to squirm.
It's in my description as a lizard, okay? I'm only
And she's-
stating character.
Well, he's
Oh, well,
giggling.
yeah.
He's giggling the whole time. It's really disturbing.
I'm just reading my new novel and I'm enjoying it thoroughly.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of go off into a corner by myself, and
Read the one you borrowed.
no, not tonight.
Roll a masturbation check.
Again, because of the seeing what I saw, just kind of trying to focus and absorb all of the information that I've gathered.
Okay.
Again, I woke up feeling strange today. Well, again, I'm trying to.
So you guys notice as you're laying down, you're setting up shop. Irma walks in, and she walks off to a corner and just kind of settles in, and apparently just goes to
So
sleep.
she sleeps in the bar.
Mm-hmm. Apparently.
And I don't, because I'm going to stay outside.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna try to kind of focus on all the information that I've absorbed today and see if that might enlighten me by the morning.
So what do you what exactly are you focusing
Mostly
on?
the interaction with Irma,
Okay.
because that felt strange.
Are you trying to determine something in particular?
What the fuck the shadows were, what was going on, what that was representing. I'm not sure what will come of this. Up until this point, I've
Make a religion check.
religion check.
D20 plus your religion.
not good. That's a 7.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You get nothing out of that.
Waste 4 hours of my life.
So I'm looking at my equipment. I have a disguise kit. Can I use like some eyeliner and start scribbling in the margins of this novel in response to the thing that is making me uncomfortable?
What's making
You can, yes.
So I'm just gonna sit in the
Yeah.
corner pretending to be reading this smutty
Oh,
novel
Yep.
okay, okay.
and
Absolutely.
start asking questions and writing to myself.
Are you, okay, are you looking for answers or are you just scribbling?
I'm asking questions.
Okay, make a, not a saving throw, but just make a wisdom check.
What is that?
So D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay. Fucking I roll like shit today, 6.
Okay, so you sit there and you're basically just,
Writing into the dark.
yeah, you're scribbling right now. Do you guys want to keep a watch?
I'll take first watch.
Okay, you're in the barn,
I'm gonna go to the door of the barn.
but I mean you're in the
I'm
barn.
in the
You're not
barn,
in the
but-
barn, right? You said
Right,
Pedro?
I'm outside near the door.
Okay.
But I assume there's one entrance to the barn?
Yes.
One main entrance? Okay, so I'm gonna post up there
Okay.
for a few hours.
Who's taking second watch?
I'll take second.
Okay. Who's taking third?
I will.
Okay. Fourth?
I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me either.
Are you gonna keep watch with her? Or him? I'm sorry.
I will keep watch near.
At the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah, at the same time.
Well, I'm assuming you guys communicate this.
Right.
So you know when he's keeping watch. He's on third watch.
I will
So he'll stay
keep
up,
my own watch.
At that time.
At the same time.
Yep.
and I get last watch.
You guys have 5. You have 5 watches.
Well,
That's
we
what I'm
only
saying.
need 4 watches.
That's what I'm saying. You have 5. So
Yeah.
it's,
No, we're
But
only
he's
using
gonna
three.
combine because he
Pretty-
doesn't trust him.
yeah, but it's pretty goddamn.
Well, then
I'm-
can I
I'm
just sleep the whole night?
Nope.
Come on, y'all are
If you-
playing me
if
here.
you- you don't know
Fine,
this.
I don't
If
have
you
to
want
watch.
to be a dick.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? Who's keeping first watch?
I am.
Roll a perception check.
Nope.
Not like that.
Irma's
I
in
just
the
saw
barn
you
with
swallow
us.
Yes.
a squirrel whole. I'm not like.
Hey, what can I say? I still like my food squirming.
11.
Okay. Who's second watch?
Me. It's kind of cocked.
Yeah, reroll. If you feel like it's cocked, just reroll.
It's cocked.
I trust you.
18 plus
Yeah, you're fine.
3. Okay.
Third watch is you two. So you both roll individually.
11
Plus your,
1,
perception.
So 12.
Okay.
Nat 20, baby.
You guys are fucking fine. And you notice
I'm
Bob
steering a hole
Bob
through
doesn't
my-
do anything
Too.
untoward. Unless you want to.
No,
It's
I'm
up to you.
just big chilling. I'm just big chilling.
This has got to be the first. No.
Vladimir, so you're gonna wake up, Vladimir, and you see these guys like
Big chillin'.
I'm not big chillin'.
so it's, you're gonna be last watch. So your watch is only gonna be like an hour and a half. Just roll a quick
You never know what
perception
can
check.
happen.
Exactly.
Why would you say?
If only I had a tripwire alarm.
Dose.
What's the total?
What's your...
+1.
Whoa!
I
See,
knew this
maybe
was
you
gonna
should have
happen.
kept watch
I
with
knew
him
we were
instead.
I
gonna-
know!
There's no way we're gonna get through 4 watches without watching one of them.
Well, hey, now that we have 5 people, just don't have you watch anymore.
Right?
I've got the
I do
worst
have a
luck.
note somewhere that says no VAD on watch.
I'm not ready for that.
Silver, roll a d20.
Roll a
Is
1,000.
this to see if we all wake up? Or what's going on?
This is to see if you all die instantly.
Oh.
19.
We all.
Wait,
died.
what? I don't want to die in.
Okay. Okay, you're fine.
Woo!
Alright, so you guys make it through the night safely.
Holy shit! That's the first time.
Good roll on that.
We did it. We're shit, bro. We did it.
There's a reason I asked Silver to do it. Just so you know.
Not you. Or me today.
So
We wake up.
So you guys wake up, Irma's already back out in the field.
I learned nothing from my shit meditation, but since we took a long rest, sorry, I did, hang on.
Oh yeah, you guys all get a long rest. Make sure if you need it. I don't think anybody does.
I'm
But
I don't think we
So
do.
long
Spell
rest,
slot, spell slot.
it regenerates your hit points, right?
Well, I'm
Yeah,
also
you
gonna
can do that, but
prepare
Well, yeah, that's all
alarms
it does
since I
for you.
can't use
Yeah.
it till I have the components.
Because you don't have spells, so yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if that requires any components. I don't believe
Yeah,
it
you gotta
does.
check your spells.
So if it has an M, that means it requires material
It
components.
does not. Visual and spoken. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do when I wake up
Okay.
is, because this lasts for I think 10 minutes. Yeah, 10
What?
minutes. Detect magic. I want to go to the house, to the barn, where I saw that scuff, and then just the general vicinity. It's a 30-foot radius, so I can kind of
Mm-hmm.
check a huge area, right? So I want to check the house, around the barn.
So you change your spells.
I did.
Okay.
I prepared detect magic.
You're lucky I'm letting you do that because you didn't say it before you took a rest.
So okay, before taking rest. Okay.
So let's keep that in mind.
Alright.
I'm not gonna just say, oh yeah, I decided I changed spells 3 hours ago. No.
Right.
Say it before you take the rest.
Before you take rest. Okay.
And
Yes.
I'll assist him in what he's doing with an Arcana help.
Okay.
Because he wanted me to help yesterday, so.
Well, if he's using detect magic, he doesn't need help.
Okay.
Detect magic is a spell. It just automatically.
Right. There's no
detects.
roll for it. Yeah.
So I would though. You might want to, if you want to go with him, you might want to hold that art in reserve because you might be able to determine more about the magic source.
Okay.
That's actually,
So-
yeah.
Okay. So this is
yeah.
the path I'm gonna
Good
take.
thought.
I'm gonna
It's a very
start
good thought.
at the house where I saw the scuff, go to the barn, and then I'm gonna go up to Irma. Like I'll
Okay.
stand right next to Irma while casting detect magic.
So do the first one for the scuff.
Okay.
So it's a ritual, correct?
No, I'm using spell slot.
You cannot use detect magic as a ritual? I thought you could.
Doesn't say so.
Really?
Let me see.
I thought you could.
Detect magic casting time 1 action, range area 30
Does
feet.
it have an R next to it?
Yeah, it does.
No,
No.
it's a C.
Shit.
That's concentration. It's
Yeah.
not, okay.
It's where, if I
Yeah.
get hit, I have to make a saving throw, but it's just concentration.
Okay. So that means you can only do it twice.
Right.
You only have 2 spell slots.
Right. I'm gonna. Does that mean I use them both to cast it? No.
No, what I'm saying is you wanted to do it 3 times.
Well, it lasts for 10 minutes. So
Okay, I
in
see what
those
you're
10
saying.
minutes, that's
I
why I
see
wanted.
what you're saying,
That's
okay.
why I wanted to define the path, because in those 10 minutes,
Okay.
I want to hit all 3 locations.
Okay, so mark off 1 casting.
Right.
Alright. You're at the scuffs?
Yes. Nothing. Okay. Nothing around the house.
Not
would show
within,
like a
not within that-
transportation or
no.
a blink or anything. Okay.
not within that radius.
Okay.
So you go to
Then
the barn?
Go to the barn.
So if you go to the barn, the area where Irma was sleeping, you get a very faint hint of it would be enchantment.
Enchantment.
It would be magic of the enchant because magic is split up into 8 schools,
Right.
and it would be enchantment.
Okay. Okay.
Very, very faint.
So then that's why I'm gonna beeline with the last however many minutes I have directly to Irma
Okay.
and stand right next to her.
Okay. She completely ignores you,
Right.
but you can sense enchantment and illusion.
Around Irma, like she's
Yeah.
been enchanted.
You don't know. So now at this point, Kitroy, you could try to do an Arcana check to determine.
I'll see if I can notice anything additional.
Okay.
I'm telling him if he's following me.
Yeah,
I'm telling
exactly.
him
Yeah, that's
this
what
is
I'm
me.
assuming. Yeah.
16.
16 plus. What's your
That's
Arcana?
14 plus 2.
Okay. This wasn't something cast on her. This is.
This is her.
It's almost like
She's
it's
been
almost like
this for a
inherent.
while, so.
Well, it could be just her nature.
Right, it's not super.
But you can't
Like,
determine.
I
investigation.
have
You
my
can't
own
determine if it's the enchantment or the illusion that is right. It's there's 2 different magic schools.
Right.
Well, fuck.
Yes.
I'm new at this.
Let me know when you guys are done.
I'm I mean, my 10 minutes is probably up.
I'm done.
So I'm done.
So as they're doing this,
I'm hungry.
I wake up.
I think you're a fucking rabbit.
And I leave the barn and I sort of walk away out into the distance and I sit down with my book that did not answer my questions last
Your
night
swimming novel.
that I'm writing now.
The sweaty bubble.
And
Oh, okay.
Wait, did I say that again?
I woke up
Okay.
to what I normally wake up to
Sweaty bubble.
and I start writing again. What do you want? And just sort of fucking throw the book at the ground.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage because you're emotional.
Yeah. Motherfucking
Oh.
5.
Motherfucking purple. You gotta write down
Favorite.
your list.
Oh, I say that all the time.
No, I mean your list for your smell.
You've been. This happens occasionally, where you just get so fucking angry, and nothing makes sense, and that's what's happening right now. Nothing is making sense to you right now. You're just so fucking mad. You're so angry. Make an intelligence check. D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
A 5.
5? You're just so, you're done. You're just so fucking done with shit right now. You're just gonna get up and you're just gonna start walking back to the forest.
To the forest.
It's not that, you're like, you know
I
what?
mean, obviously, at this point, I'm gonna see her.
No, you're like, fuck this, I'm done.
I would imagine.
Nothing is making sense to me right now. Fuck it. I'm just, and you just start, trudging in. You're just done. It's over, man. Fuck it.
Well, I've given up on my detect magic is over, and I've failed miserably at this.
She's
Task.
she's definitely a fey creature. There's definitely some magic.
But Simon said she's been that
Going
way for a while,
on
so
here.
it probably has nothing to do with this abduction. And then at that point, I imagine I'm gonna see her storming away.
What's
from
your
the bar.
passive perception?
12.
You don't.
I don't see her
You don't notice
storming
this.
away from the bar.
Because you're very focused on what you're doing right now. This is all happening simultaneously.
Okay.
It's not one step, two step, three
Right,
step.
right.
It's all happening at the same
So
time.
this is while I was detecting.
What are you doing right now, Vladimir?
I was just waking up.
Okay. What are you doing, Kittrell?
It was with him,
With
yeah.
me.
Okay. What are you doing?
I've just been waking up.
Okay.
Just
So nobody notices.
Nobody notices her just storm along.
She's not even storming. She's just like
We're a bunch of ignorant cussheads.
moving. She's just moving off.
Okay.
We don't see jack shit.
Well, when I finish knowing what I already knew about her, I'm just gonna head back to the barn, I guess.
Okay. So Kittrell, are you going with him?
I'll go with them and can I do a perception to see if I see if.
What's your
she's
passive
missing?
perception?
My passive is 10.
You don't see it.
No, if she's missing from the barn.
Oh yeah. Once you get there, yes, you can do an active, yeah.
So.
Because you're gonna get back and you're gonna see it's just Vladimir and Bob.
7. I don't even know where she's gone. Holy shit, I'm dumb.
Can I do the same?
Yes. You can make another wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yeah.
14 for the perception.
You absolutely noticed it.
That she's missing.
It's like, okay, wait a minute.
Okay,
Where is
I
Viridian?
got
Where is the barn? To the two people that are inside the barn.
Where's the what?
I just woke up.
Where's Viridian?
Bart. Oh. Oh.
I don't
Not the
remember
bar.
where leaving or going.
Well, you guys don't know each other's classes.
That's true. Well,
Well,
Didn't
I
she
mean,
yours is pretty
Fair
obvious.
enough. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. no,
Didn't she
fair
throw
enough.
her book down and storm off?
I don't know. I just got.
Where
Wasn't
were
that
you
in
when you
like
did
a
that?
field or
I
something?
was outside of
Yeah,
the,
that's what
the
I thought.
barn.
You were outside, so it's
Yeah.
not in the barn.
Okay,
So when did you wake up? So like what time is it now when we're just waking up? And
I
when did
woke
you wake
up
up?
right after they left the barn, I got up and I went outside the barn, little to the north.
So sunrise is about 5:30.
Okay, and then we're just kind of like,
So
We're
you
just
went,
kinda
you
now
went
just
out and
waking
you were
up.
doing your thing.
Right.
So I'm gonna say it was 10 minutes.
Right.
So it's about 5:40.
okay, so you ask, well, where is she? And I just look around and I'm just like, how, what?
Okay, so then I'm gonna go out and see if I can see her.
Me too.
Okay.
I guess I'll tag along.
Yeah, sorry.
You can. She's not that far away at this point. She
We can
just-
actually see it.
Yeah, you can see her just kind of walking. It would be due north. No, yeah, it'd be due north from here. She's just walking.
So why is she going that way?
She's going like, yeah.
I thought
She said she wanted to go
southwest,
that way.
southeast.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Should we split up? Because we don't know where she is,
Well, no,
right?
we
No, you can
no, we
see her.
can see
Oh,
her.
we can still see
Yeah.
her?
We can see
Oh.
her.
She hasn't like.
She's just
Oh,
walking.
okay, okay.
She's walking
okay.
towards Fairguard.
Well,
No,
then
I'm
we should-
walking northwest.
No, you're walking due
So
north.
due north.
He said
Oh,
straight
due
north.
north.
So you're walking
Straight
right
up.
back to Fairguard.
So
You can go past
you're
Fairguard.
gonna bypass Fairguard.
Right. But
Up toward.
either way.
Yeah.
Let's get off our asses and go run.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I'll just
Yeah.
call out in the Brian.
How is that, drunk man?
Brian.
You don't have a flask yet.
I know, it's really upsetting. So, but I call out and try to get her attention.
Okay.
Can I look around and notice that she threw her book down?
Make an investigation, or no, it'd be perception.
So I grab all my things.
Yeah.
I always have my things.
Me too. 4.
You have no idea.
Yeah, okay.
I call out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna yell.
I'm double timing it.
Persuasion.
Make persuasion?
Yep.
Okay.
Versus.
That's not great.
You already rolled. So
Got 12.
yeah.
Oh, it's really not great. 0.
Wow. Was that a nat 1?
It's a nat 1 and a -1 on charisma.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just a nat
how
one.
unfortunate.
You just wanted to get a 0 on that.
Can I try?
You can absolutely can persuasion.
I'm running after her. How fast can I run compared to her walk?
Well, she's walking 30 feet. You can run
It's
6
my favorite number
You
tonight.
dash.
Yeah, I'll dash.
Basically.
Dash until I catch up.
Okay. What'd you roll?
3.
Yeah. No. So you dash. You run up to her. Or what are you gonna do when you catch up to her? She's just walking.
Get in front of her and say, hey, what's up?
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
You'll be much better.
Make another wisdom
+4.
saving throw.
That would be a 12.
Okay.
8 plus 4.
I got a 15.
Okay. Okay. So you're walking, and everything is just blank. And then you stop, and Kittrell's standing right in front of you. What's up?
Hi. What's going on?
You're walking the wrong way.
What? I mean, I'm hungry.
Let's go get something to eat.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk. I'll lead her back because she looks a little bit discombobulated.
You're a little dismembered here.
Dismembered? Holy shit!
What kind of fucking dream did you have?
Dismembered.
Disoriented.
Yeah.
Dismembered.
I'm like feeling all my stuff. I feel my daggers. I feel my drum. And I go, where's my book? Where's my book?
Let's go find it.
Can we look for your book
Can I-
with you?
Yeah, can
And
I
then-
look for my book?
Yep.
On the way back, I'm gonna roll an investigation.
With disadvantage
Yeah.
because you were super
Fuck that.
confused.
Oh, I got a nat 20. So I find it?
You find it.
Okay, I find it plus my little eyeliner that I was scribbling. I grab it and put it in there.
And you left when you dropped it. You left it open, and as you're reading that, you have no memory of writing that. The notes you put in there, you have no idea what that
Can I
means.
just look at it and slam it shut before anybody else sees it? And then
Absolutely,
put
you
it away?
can. Do a sleight of hand check.
Can I, yeah,
Can
can
I-
I observe that?
Slide.
Wait, can I too?
So
Good
two
idea.
people can. I'm gonna give 2 people a chance to do a perception on that.
We called dibs first.
There you go.
I'm rolling
yeah.
sleight of hand. And I got a 17 plus 3, so a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I got a 19.
Wait, I rolled.
So roll a 20 plus your perception.
Oh, 6. Well, but 7.
So yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Misty by 1.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa!
Okay.
Good save.
What do you guys want to do?
Daytime.
Yeah, I guess eat some breakfast.
So I mean, that was a quick try. That took like 10 minutes.
Right.
For that. That
We
was-
still
So it's
haven't,
like not even 6, right? It's like 5:50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we still haven't figured out exactly which direction we're heading.
Are we going back to the town? Because
I say go
we're
to
here.
camp,
The
make
town
money.
is still. It's up north, and didn't we say we wanted to go?
It was
what
a
was it?
3-hour trip.
Northwest.
We don't know where we want to go yet. We're either going northwest or southeast.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm still
Southeast,
putting in
get your
my
quest done,
input
get your
in
cash.
the northwest.
then go look for the bandits.
I'm kind of leaning towards that myself now.
What was that? Northwest?
What's the quest down?
No.
All we
No.
have to do is find
Southeast, though.
proof of slavery.
Down
and-
there?
And we'll get paid the 500.
Oh.
No, you'll get
I
paid
thought we
100,
The
were.
rest of the 100, you're right.
but at least you get some progress, and you never know if it'll help you find something because you don't have much to go on. That's
Right.
And
Very clear.
there is a potential that those bandits went back there after they attacked this farm.
Well, we don't know that.
We don't. That's what I'm saying.
But
It's
at
not
the very
100%.
least, we're more likely to find hard proof
Yeah.
going to the camp.
I'll agree with that. And start heading that way.
So, I mean, it's obviously
everybody
4
else
against 1 vote. So, I mean, I'm going with you guys because I want the money, but I'm still a little peeved off that y'all didn't want to listen to me, but not really, because I still want that money.
One way or another, we have to go back to Fairguard.
Yeah.
If we don't find anything, we just keep passing through and go northwest towards Perkins.
Sounds good.
Then I
Perkins,
feel
you want
like-
breakfast?
I feel like I have to say that with my cloak on, I wanted to be
Wait,
like
there's no
still
Perkins.
hidden from
Perkins.
everybody. You know what I mean?
Perkins
But I'm
is a
still like
restaurant.
letting you guys
I
know
mean,
who I
at this
am.
point,
But
yeah.
around other people, I'm
Yeah.
still like, you know.
Perko's coffee is down.
So it sounds
south.
like everybody's decided that we're actually going to make our way down there first.
Okay.
So
So that's a week's travel.
it's a week's travel, so we're gonna walk toward that place which I have seared into my brain.
It's actually
I know
stopping.
exactly where the
Right.
fuck it
And you
is.
said that's a week away?
Yeah.
So you guys actually don't, for the most part, don't have to worry about rations because that Amir can now provide you.
With
And
at
I
least
have
a
I have
ration
an
a day.
excess myself anyway too.
So-
So we've got
Yeah,
So,
I've
yeah.
got plenty of rations, and then we've got Vadomir now, so.
So this is a stopping point. It's 7:30. I'm assuming
AM, yeah.
we're good here, right?
yeah.
To do this? Okay. You gotta leave here in a few minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Alright.
Was that it? For this one? Was that?
Looks
That's
like
it?
Yay.
So
Zach.
we are about to leave the farm and head toward where I killed some slavers.
So that's,
Yeah.
would you say that's a
Alright.
slave trade point?
It was, from what we talked about, it was like the home of these slavers.
So
We-
I'm gonna leave the description of that, I'm gonna leave up to your
To me? Okay.
interpretation because you're the only one that's seen it.
Okay.
So how you interpret it is how you're gonna explain it to the rest of the party, right?
Did you want me to leave your
You see what I'm saying?
Or
Yeah, you can leave it. Okay.
And before we get underway, I want to know, I'm going to ask Meridian, out of earshot of anybody else, what was that all about?
Oh, thank you.
So you've pulled me aside where nobody else can hear me?
Yep.
Do you want us to leave?
What's that?
You want us to leave the room for this one?
No, you just have to
Well, I
listen
mean, you're
out
gonna
of
watch it anyway. It's just you guys are. So
Oh, I thought he was asking if you wanted us to leave. He's like, get the fuck out of my house.
well, okay, well, I don't know. I get these dreams sometimes. Most nights. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
You have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just,
Do you normally just get up and walk away in a random direction?
I mean,
It's,
sorry.
you've had issues with sleepwalking in the past.
Yeah,
Yes.
I get these nightmares that, I don't know, they don't really make any sense to me, but sometimes I wake up in places that I didn't fall asleep in. And
And usually it was safe enough because you were with the group.
yeah, normally
They kept an eye on you.
Normally my circus family, normally they kept track of me. But yeah, I didn't. It doesn't happen that often, but it does happen.
So we need to take precautions.
I guess it hasn't happened in a while, but yeah, I guess. When I'm on watch, it's fine because I'm awake, but when I'm asleep, maybe keep an eye on me if you're on watch.
So we need to tell everybody because I can't be on watch all the time.
Let me tell them. I'll tell them I'm a sleepwalker. Yeah. So we head back to the group and I just tell everybody, hey guys, I'm sorry, sometimes I sleepwalk, so if you're on watch and you see me get up, maybe just like throw something at me so I go back
Well,
to
like a
bed.
cork?
Just toss the cork at you.
Yeah.